Gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you on a Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down. Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you on a Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Fix Tonight, family. I see you all in the chat. Thank you all for coming by. I have to post the Twitter link, and I hope that you all will share it out. I'm going to post it in 1 second. If you all could share it out for a brother, I would appreciate that. I'm a little behind because I had did a show earlier with Boom after work, and I had just been tired. Didn't get a chance to properly post things, but I could have done it days ago, so we're going to ignore that. Anywho. Boom, check your text messages, brother. I already sent you the link on Discord. You can just jump on Discord and go straight to the link from there on your messaging. But yeah, family, we got a special show tonight, and As you can see, we already have one great legendary guest with us right now, and we'll have more pouring in as the next hour and a half goes by. We're trying to keep it relatively short this week. It's maybe to an hour and a half. If it goes a little bit longer than that, then it's fine. Boom, check your Discord link. Just go to Discord. It'll take you right here once you click it. And so, so we'll have some great guests coming in. You can see Boom already as I'm trying to guide him to Discord right now. we have right now with us the legendary Mr. Episode 200 coming up, Kay Asante, and as you see, he just poured in the great Paris Lily. Kay, I'll jump to you first, brother. Thank you for coming in, brother. Thank you for joining us and being here with us.
Oh no, absolutely. I would not miss this. This is a momentous occasion, brother. I'm happy to be here, help you celebrate. Good evening, all.
Indeed. And as you guys can see, we got a few more guests that just populated. We got Paris Lily, the legendary 20 years in the business, Paris.
Now, see, this is why I'm not here to celebrate your 100 episodes. I'm here because, and then I see that Mr. Boom is here as well. Anytime I'm listening to Boom and you on there, you like to mock me. So I'm here to mock you for the next hour and a half. Get ready.
Are you gonna sing? You need to sing. Come on.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What's up, Paris?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, Paris. I conduct myself with the utmost professionalism on Boom Show. I don't know what you.
There is a saying that you can't take pee out the ocean, and that pertains to the internet as well. It's on record. You can't get rid of it. I can literally go pull the tape right now.
AI,
so do that.
You got AI out there. AI can do some wondrous things. I don't know if that was AI. Boom, and he used it for the show. So
yeah, you can't take pee out.
But regardless of that, and and his legendary combative nature, Paris, I want to welcome you to the show.
And I think about it, you said 20 years, so there was age slander even as you tried to introduce me onto your show. Now, I'm literally here on protest. I just want to be clear about that.
Listen,
I'm not happy with you.
Let's let bygones be bygones, Paris.
No, I'm not. Absolutely not. I'm going to be very antagonistic this entire episode.
Let me properly.
But thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I want to properly, give you your credit as I introduce you to the family. Of course, most of them would know you, but ladies and gentlemen, we have the legendary Paris Lily with us tonight. He's very happy to be here. I'm sure you can hear it in his tone. Paris, thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Much more conducive to a great conversation. Thank you. And of course, we just had two extra legendary guests join us, and that is my brother Boom, Mr. Boomstick XL. Boom. Thanks for joining us, brother. Uh-oh. Are you muted? You muted, Boom. He's probably still getting set up. He's like, 1 second, brother. Anywho, I'll come back to you, Boom.
He's pulling the archives of you making fun of me all the time so we can have it ready to go. That's what he's doing. I DM'd him.
He's erasing them as we speak. So he's putting them all on. He's hiding the videos. And, of course, I'll go to you, my man, from, if I'm not mistaken, Detroit, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, that will be Detroit, sir.
D-Town. The legendary Dirt Griggity.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? No diggity, no doubt. Well, and then we just had, of course, Daniel join us. Thank you, Danny. Dirt, my man, thank you for joining us, brother. You've been doing your thing in podcasting for a long while as well. This right here, I'm considering this the content creator roundtable. We're going to keep it real light. Dirt, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate all of you fellas for joining us. And I believe we're waiting for one more person. I don't know if he saw my messaging, but hopefully he pops up. But if not, I mean, we have more than enough great guests here right now, including Paris. So we can.
Well, I mean, you got half of Twitter on here, so I'm pretty sure you got enough people.
Yeah,
All
yeah, listen. And I'll go to our co-host, my co-host, should I say, and that's Crusader. Crusader, thanks for joining us tonight, brother, and being here as you always are.
Sure, it's a great time being here. Although I will say tonight is a little bit of bizarro world because I get into the Discord and Umbra's here half an hour early, and Danny's the one who's late.
Yeah.
So like,
I was ready.
It's bizarro world today.
Don't let them know too much about our scheduling. But yeah, like I was ready for tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't have it set up days ago. But listen. Better late than never, right? Paris, you feel me? Paris, by the way, called me out like a week ago. Like, why didn't you have this already set up?
He actually might have been a little bit before that. He I think a couple of weeks ago, he told you he was going to get you.
He did, yeah. He did. Oh, there you go, Boom. Boom, my brother. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, it's my pleasure. This is some crew, man. Listen, look, I said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing is guaranteed on YouTube. It is a very difficult thing to do. When you can say you have 100 of anything, that's something to be proud of. So you guys put the work in, and I'm here to celebrate with you guys, and I'm glad you have a big-ass panel because you deserve it. And again, Paris is probably going to get you because, that's just Paris. He said he was going to get you weeks ago, and he was actually waiting for this particular episode. So
how petty it's got to be where you wait like a month or so to get revenge on somebody who did not like mock you at all. It was all in good faith and positivity. You know what I mean? Boom. It's kind of crazy to me. I feel like we should be beyond that, right? Don't you agree? Fellas?
Whatever mockery,
right?
Whatever mockery you're getting, you deserve.
And Danny, my brother, thanks for joining us, bro. How have you been?
Oh, pretty good. I've been in battle with the internet today, so I'm glad I'm here.
How many Nintendo fans have you kicked today, sir? That's what I want to know.
None yet, unless the person who works at Spectrum was a Nintendo fan, but it would have been unrelated.
Man. So without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and get this started. I mean, I would go with a kind of I guess asking you guys what you had been up to. I suppose I can do that really briefly, but yeah, let me briefly ask, what games have you fellas been playing? I'll start with you, Dirt. What have you been playing lately, brother?
Well, I've been playing a few things. The Outer Wars 2, I've been enjoying that. I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy, so when that collection came out, I had that nostalgia feeling. Been playing that, been enjoying that. And it's something else. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Like maybe it's not that good. I can't remember what else I was playing.
I think it's because we got so many games to play this year. It's kind of like
it's a lot, man. It's a lot right now. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the other game I've been playing. But those two games, I've been really enjoying Outer Wars 2. Yeah, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the other game I've been playing, bro. But but those are two though that I am playing right now.
It's a factor of the many games we have to play in older age. Listen. I'm with. I understand, brother. I have it all the time. Kay, I'll go to you. What have you been playing lately, brother? What have you been up to?
Oh, so took me a minute to get off mute. I've actually been playing a bunch of games, a lot of light games. As with Greg Dirt, I've also been playing Outer Worlds 2. I've been playing it for a minute now. I really enjoying that game. Like, I was actually talking on the Discord about that a couple of days ago. I have a feeling that if it wasn't for the Expedition 33, that's still very much a zeitgeist mover, Outer Worlds 2 would be in far higher spirit, like contention in people's mind. I think like the game's really like. In some years, I would think this would be the game that people are talking about. Very well put together. I'm really enjoying my time with it. So I'm playing that. That's the big game, right? It takes many hours to get through. But in between that, playing little games as I do. Y'all heard me talk about Gigasword. Still playing Gigasword, enjoying that. I've put many hours into Gigasword at this point. Almost done with Neon Inferno, which came out today. I think.
Wait,
I think it came out today. If not, yeah.
You just got it today.
Neon
and
Inferno
already got through most of it, or you were already?
No. I was already playing it. Yeah. I had a chance to interview the dev who built the head dev who built the game in at PAX East. So he and I were chatting, and he gave us access to the game. I think about a month ago. So we've just kind of been slowly going through it. So I finished it this morning, and it came out this morning. So there's that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll put a review out for it soon enough. And then finally, the one that I haven't really put time into, but I have to mention, I think Paris, some time ago, you said something about this game as well. It came out on Game Pass out of nowhere, and I just installed it and put like 30 minutes into it and was blown away. Moonlighter 2. Really cool. Like, if you remember the Moonlighter IP and how it used to be 2D, not 2D, pixelated rather, pixel art and all of that. They've kind of it's no longer pixel art. It's like
it's more 3D now, right?
Camera. Yeah. It is very 3D isometric camera. Plays so well. Like I had to put it down. I was like, oh man, I'll end up spending more time playing this than I should. I need to beat Outer Worlds 2. It looks really good. I'm really interested in where that goes. But yeah, that's what I suspect that I'll be playing next.
So you've been gaming. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. That actually does look pretty good, Moonlighter 2. I have a ton of games to still get through, and I played well over 60 games this year. Like, dead serious. Like, Game Pass has been a gift that has kept giving this year, for a fact. Boom, my brother. What have you been playing? What have you been up to?
I'm back at Neon Inferno. I am at the last level. Phenomenal game. If you are a graybeard and you appreciate Super C or Metal Slug, or even, I'm taking it super back, Bloody Wolf on the TurboGrafx 16. It has a lot of side-scrolling, left and right shooting, but there's foreground shooting as well, which is just insane. And it's just gorgeous. It is, again, if you like these types of games and you want to see more of them, you got to support this dev. I'm 30 minutes. I'm in the last 90 minutes of my second run for the Outer Worlds 2. It's just been such a blast. And Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer, I'm like 1 or 2 matches away from hitting level 40.
Nice. Yeah, I still have to jump on that. I heard the campaign wasn't that great, but that's all right.
The campaign is, I haven't played it, but I think the design choices are really bad. Again, there are no saves. There are no checkpoints. There are, if you idle too long, you get kicked. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. It's co-op, but you can shut that off, and I don't know. I just think it was a wacky choice. The multiplayer is phenomenal. As good as
the multiplayer is good. Yeah,
is 6 as Black Ops 6. The only thing I have a problem with is I don't like a lot of the tech that you use. A lot of your lethals and stuff, I just think they're stupid. I'd like to go back to the old lethals. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. We got to get some seasons in there, some different characters, some different skins, some different guns. But other than that, I'm having a good time with it.
Okay, that's good, man. I heard maybe a brother could jump in with you on the zombies or something like that, because I'd be scared. I ain't got time to play that by myself.
Oh, man.
I'm joking. As long as it's not some creature like that you will find in Australia chasing after you, I can probably play a scary game. If it's some type of spider monster, it's like, nah, count me out. I don't have time.
You mean like we saw today? That game, I'm playing that game. That game is creepy AF.
Yeah, speaking of the creepy games, you all saw that as Crusader was just pointing out, that they added stealth. What was it, Crusader? They added.
Pick the name of the game. Give me a sec. It's stealth dropped into Game Pass today.
Yeah.
So they have that, and Paris, my brother. I know you don't game, so what have you been watching, Paris? What TV show?
Total chaos.
So, speaking of Total Chaos, which you did see in the Xbox partner preview today, I've already played Total Chaos, and I have a video out right now about Total Chaos. It is a psychological survivor horror game with the composer from Silent Hill doing the music for it, as well as this was originally a Doom 2 mod that they went ahead and made a full-on standalone game. This is coming from Apogee Entertainment, and it's great. It was a sponsored vid I did, so I'm not really calling it a review because when they pay, no one believes you anyways. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I think they did a great job. And it's, like I said, it was a stealth drop. It's on Game Pass right now. Play Anywhere. It's on PS5 and PC. And if you buy it outright, it's only $25. It's not bad.
Not bad.
And it's pretty good. Really, really, really good. Kay, you were correct about Moonlighter 2 when I was in Poland earlier this year at the 11-bit preview event. That's when I played it the first time. And really, really enjoyed it. Really thought it was great. So glad that it's out now. A lot of people are starting to discover it because I guess what is it? Early access, I think, considered on Steam or something like that.
Early access on Steam.
Yeah, but it's good. It's really good. So I definitely recommend people checking that out. Honestly, as far as just what I've been playing, I am taking the Thanos, sitting down and taking a sigh of relief because review season is over. I've been playing everything. So now I'm actually going to be able to just kind of just take a break and just play whatever I want to play. But I really enjoy the Outer Worlds 2, like Boone was talking about. Yes, I played through Black Ops 7. The campaign. Here's the thing about the campaign. It's not good for everything that people are complaining about. But if you play it 4-player co-op just with your friends, it's fun. I will give it that much, but that's still not acceptable. Though what they did with this, excuse me, especially coming off of Black Ops 6, which I thought was one of the better Call of Duty campaigns, they've ever had, and then to kind of go backwards with this one was like, oh, really? But from what I understand, the next one is Infinity Ward, and that's supposed to be a big leap for Call of Duty. So we will see as far as that goes. But Ghost of Yotei, love that. That was fantastic. Man, dude, I've just been playing everything, just trying to go through the list of stuff. But yeah, this has actually been a really good gaming year, just overall. I think one of the better ones. I would dare to almost say it's top 5 all time when you really break it down, because my game of the year isn't even one of the game of the years that made it for the Game Awards. My game of the year is Blueprints. I friggin' love that game. I thought that was so unique and so refreshing. But I haven't even played Expedition 33. That would probably be one of the backlog games I'm gonna try and jump into over the holiday. But yeah, this has been a really, really good year. Split Fiction, just on down the list, all the other great games that have come out. And since I'm talking, and I'll shut up after this, speaking of the Outer Worlds 2, kudos to Obsidian, man. What a Herculean effort that they did this year. Not only did you get 2 games nominated for Best RPG, but your third game, which is technically still early access, Grounded 2, is one of the best survival games I've played in a very long time. You know what I mean? It's like they had 3 very solid games that came out this year. So and I was lucky enough, I went to the studio a few weeks ago because I had played Outer Worlds 2 early. And to get the tour of the studio and get the history of like, oh, here's where we make Fallout New Vegas. Oh, over here, this is where we did Avowed. Over here is Path of It. Like, you got the history of, oh, damn. So, and a lot of the people that made those games are still there. Because, matter of fact, one of the leads on the Outer Worlds 2, he goes all the way back to Fallout, like the OG Fallout, right? Just how long he's been around. And, like, I even got to see where why am I blanking on his name? Pentiment. Why am I blanking on his name? Josh Sawyer. I got to see where he literally conceived the idea for Pentiment. He was like, oh, and it was right here. We had a discussion about, I got this idea for this game. And then they greenlit it from there. Just little stuff like that. Right. So it was always cool to be able to travel to studios and be able to get tours like that and see all that stuff. Like, even since I'm talking, I'll shut up after this, I promise. But like I got to go to CD Projekt Red this year. And got that tour, and it was like, oh, over here's where we made The Witcher 3. Oh, over here's where we did Cyberpunk. Here's where we did The Witcher 2. Like, see all that kind of stuff, and then, oh, here's where we're making The Witcher 4 right now, but you can't go there, kind of thing. So it was cool.
So basically, what you're trying to tell us is that you want to brag, but like differently. I get it.
Okay, see, no, and I'm gonna keep it real here. I know you're joking around, but I'm gonna be serious about this.
I knew you were going
to be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest cheerleader. I'm not even kidding. Be your biggest cheerleader, because I'm very proud of the stuff that I've been able to do. So I'm not talking about it, and I know you were just joking, but I'm not talking about it in a braggy way. It's just I'm in a, oh wow, I actually got to do that kind of thing. Like I'm a fan, and I think of people. A lot of that gets lost with that stuff. People forget you get into gaming because you love to do this. I still love to do it. So if I'm talking about, ooh, I got to see this or I got to do that, I'm not trying to brag like, I did and you didn't. I'm like, I can't believe I got to go do that.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I hear you. Me, I would openly brag. Like, I'm not even joking. I would openly brag. Like, I saw CD Projekt Red. You didn't. So, but yeah. But yeah, of course, you know I'm joking. But I am my biggest cheerleader. Kay will tell you. I'm not ashamed at all to do that. But listen, I will admit, like, the whole going to you took the walk to Poland. I do wish I could have done that. I feel a way about that. Man, that would have been nice to go out there and see the legendary creators. We were just talking the other day in the Discord about like our Mount Rushmore of games, and I guess that's a question I can pose to you fellas as well. And The Witcher 3 is on my Mount Rushmore. So that's interesting. That's dope. So no, kudos to you, man. I'm happy to see anybody who I know is out there working and grinding like you all, like any of you legendary fellas here tonight are doing what you're doing. That has also inspired all of us here to watch and getting more involved. I'm always happy to see you all succeed. So, and I mean that like sincerely. So yeah, no, brag, talk your stuff. Even if I know you're not bragging, but talk your stuff and say what you got to say. I'm all for it. And if I ever joke or say whatever, something like that, know that it's coming from a good place. Paris.
Oh, I know, because I mean, again, keeping it real, I would not be here if I didn't think that. I'm here because we all like to have fun. We all like to joke around and all that. And that's the whole point of all this stuff. I think that has really gotten lost in translation in more recent times that we see from certain people. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about having fun with your friends, man. That's the whole point of doing this.
100%. Like that's the thing I made sure to impress. I said this, I think, on your show not long ago. Like, we're supposed to be here to enjoy gaming. Like, I don't understand, like, so many people have so much strife. That's why I never understood the whole console warring thing.
Well, there's a lot of just hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll joke around lightly, poke fun. I'll say Hoove Brothers, for instance. But I know all those fellas. They know me. They know I'm not coming at them any crazy way. Although, leading to that, Dirt, I know that you've had a different kind of interaction with our Hooved brothers, but
yeah,
they have not been too kind to our brother Dirt. And as I speak, the legendary man with a million, Randall Thor, joins us. What's up, Rand?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey,
doing good?
Rand, what's going
on?
Right,
Sir,
brother, we're all right. So, as you all can see, we have all the legendary guests here tonight. So, Rand, I was just asking the fellas what they had been playing. What have you been playing lately?
Arc Raiders and nothing but Arc Raiders.
Oh, man, is it your game of the year now?
No. Game of the year is still Expedition 33.
Okay.
Nothing going to take that away.
Good,
but, yeah, I'm like 72 hours into Arc Raiders, and I can't get enough of it, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to play it for.
Yeah.
But I definitely am surprised at myself. I wasn't sure if it was going to be my type of game, but I think it ended up being one,
Typically, you like single player games like myself, typically, right? So
typically, but I have been known to play multiplayer. Like, I fell in love with PUBG and I played it for 900 hours. But that also has a lot to do with my friends.
Good point.
We were all really into it. And, there's a big difference between now and 8 years ago. We all have careers. Some of my friends are starting families and have young kids. So it's a lot harder to get everybody on or wanting to even play the same game. So like 8 years ago, everybody could be on at 8 o'clock and play to 2 o'clock in the morning. Now it's like, okay, we might be able to get people on at 10 and then be done by midnight, you know?
Yeah.
Because just people have stuff going on, so it's a lot harder. But for this one, there was 3 of us that really liked it. We've been playing it every night, and it's I don't know, it feels like crack, man. I love it. It's a great game.
Nice. Yeah, brother. Yeah, we were. Paris was literally was just alluding to that, like playing like Call of Duty with friends. Since the Black Ops 7 campaign hasn't been received too well, but like playing it with friends would help carry you the way. And so yeah, I can see that with Arc Raiders also, or any other game. Would you play with people you love or like? It'll help push you in that direction. So yeah, that's cool. What was I going to say? Oh, did you check out today's Xbox partner preview or whatever?
No, because I knew I'd already known what was mostly going to be there. So
I forgot that you're an insider. Yeah, I forgot.
No.
Yeah. It's okay.
Paris was telling me all the stuff. Paris is like, okay, this is going to be there.
Paris
this
knows
is
it
going to be
too.
there.
Both of y'all
This is going to be
insiders.
there. And this is going to be
Okay,
there.
let's get something crystal clear right now, and because I caught some strays off of what Jez had said about the PlayStation PC stuff. And I saw comments like, oh, the fake insider, blah, blah, blah. I am not an insider. I never pretend to be an insider. I am not a journalist. I never pretend to be a journalist. I know nothing. When someone does whisper in my ear, it is rare that I would ever publicly say anything. The only reason I even commented, which was in the pre-show of Gamertag Radio, by the way, about what Jez was talking about with PlayStation PC stuff, was because someone told me something during the summer at an event, and they preface it by saying it's highly doubtful. All he was really saying was they before they would ever do day and date, they would probably just cancel PC altogether, which they're not going to do. So, and that was it. That was the conversation, and then that blew up. As
You know what's funny though, Paris?
They loved you.
Yeah.
Is Jez even said it's a rumor he doesn't even really believe, but he heard it,
Right.
and he was just like, hey, if it's on Windows Central's report, you can take it to the bank, right? If it's on Twitter or like the podcast speculation stuff, it's funny because all the people that hate Jez and doubt him were all being like, "Oh my god, it's so true! It's so true!" It's like, bro, you only believe Jez when it's bad Xbox news or good PlayStation news. If it's the opposite, it's like he can't be trusted. He's a liar. He's a shill and stuff like that. And I knew as soon as he said it, I was like, this is gonna blow up. Dude, people did emergency podcasts about it. Did you know that, Paris?
Oh yeah.
About a rumor that even Jez admits really doesn't have any real substance behind it. Just as we were just talking about it on the show because it was brought up, and it was just, what is going on? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, I guess.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I've never seen so many PlayStation fanboys praise Paris. I mean, he was. It was like, yo, y'all see what Paris said? I'm like, oh my god, man. And like the same, like
that's funny.
What Rand was saying with Jez, man, they were just, oh yeah, Jez, like, oh man, did you guys hear what Jez said? Like Rand said, they were doing emergency podcast. Did you hear what he said? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, man, they're gonna stop doing it in the PC. I was like, oh my god.
And usually they're literally trashing both of them. That's crazy.
This is why I hate that I stepped back.
I love it.
I hate that I stepped back from being a moderator on r/Gaming Leaks and Rumors.
Yeah.
So I used to make sure that shit like this didn't explode. Because it's nonsense. I used to, or I would always put some kind of subtitle under it, be like, "You people are running with speculation." Because did you actually listen to anything?
Yeah.
But I got run out of town by the owner of the subreddit who came back. So, I can't fix any of this stuff anymore.
Yeah, what I've realized is there's just a craving for something to happen. So the smallest rumor blows up into something crazy. Like I said, I made an offhanded comment that was in a pre-show that there's a whole article on Vice.com right now about what Jez and I said.
Wow.
Insane, and if you actually listen to what was said, we're like, it's not going to happen, but there were probably discussions about it, which I guarantee you every business discusses every possibility of certain things. So of course there was a conversation about it. but they make too much money doing it. They're not going to stop. Why would they? Hell, you heard what the Take-Two CEO said today. They're not going to stop.
You know what's interesting? Like, and I'll move on to asking some questions of you guys here. And well, I didn't introduce my co-host properly, but before that, I was going to say what's interesting is I don't. It's interesting in seeing how you guys handle this, because I know you all get way more people coming at you crazy. And like, I remember one time I had I'm not even going to say his name because I don't want to bring it up, but he worked with Microsoft.
I'll say names.
He worked at Microsoft at the time, and he came on the show, and I had no idea he would mention what he mentioned. Danny, you might remember this, and we blew up. That episode was like, I came back to it and it was like thousands of views. I'm like, what happened? And all of a sudden I'm in an article. Oh, this person from Microsoft said that there's going to be more than 4 games and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh no. And then I was scared that he was going to lose his job. Yeah, I was terrified for him. And so I remember that blowing up all over, and it was on Reset Era and everything. And they had it linked there to come to the channel. I had to hide that. That video is still hidden, actually, now that I think about it. So we might be like episode 110 right now. I don't know where we're at. But yeah, that was interesting. So I know it's got to be crazy advice for you guys.
Yeah, let me give a word of advice. Actually, I think I just said this the other day because someone was talking about haters or whatever. Matter of fact, I won't say the name, but Dirt will know who I'm talking about because it's someone that Dirt knows that you're very, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't like very much. Let's just put it that way. And likes to say the N-word a lot. I saw.
We already know.
I saw the other day. Now, this person I've had blocked. When I say years, I'm probably talking like 4 or 5 years at this point. Wow. Because I've never spoken to this person ever in my life, but literally can't keep my name out of his mouth and said some very just real derogatory things. And I just blocked him. It's like, I don't want to hear from you, engage with you ever. So here we are 4 or 5 years later. I'm being tagged in something with Jez and Destin, and he's just ranting and raving about no one should listen to us. And I laughed when it was brought to my attention because it's like, why do you care? Like if you dislike me that much, why do you care? It's because whatever I'm saying clearly matters to you, that even behind a block, you're keeping up on whatever I say or I do. So when you have, because I got a lot of haters like that, right? So when you get haters like that, it's a badge of honor because it means you're doing something right because they can't let you go. Yeah. It's like a bitter ex-girlfriend. They cannot let you go. So yeah. All you can do is just keep doing what you do, man. So I give that advice to anyone with content, because there's the people that clip videos and do all that silly stuff. Wear it as a badge of honor because it means that they want to know what you have to say because it matters, and you will make mistakes along the way because people. The tiniest mistake I make will never end, right? I mean, look, Cyberpunk 2077 was 5 years ago. Do you know people still bring up that chair to this day?
Oh yeah,
as if I should be ashamed. Look, I'm looking at the chair right now. I'll never get rid of it. No, why? I didn't do nothing wrong.
I said this to you the last time you were like, no, I don't want one. I said, I hope they send you a Cyberpunk 2 chair just for all the haters to just suck it.
You don't want it, send it to me.
I mean, you got to think of it this way. That blew up to the point where CD Projekt Red makes fun of it.
Oh wow!
And I wasn't the only one who got the chair, by the way. But the fact that I became the symbol of that, I thought was hilarious.
Come on, dude.
Yeah. But my whole point on that is, and like I said to any content creator out there, just love what you do. Number one, have fun doing it, right? Because if you're not having fun, don't do it. Yeah. That's my advice. And don't let other people dictate how you handle the content that you make. Like Dirt, I know you talk about all the time how you like the console war, you have fun with it, you know what you are, and you aren't ashamed of that. You're not pretending to be anything other than what you do, right? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It only becomes a problem when you get hateful, you want to get personal with people, and you're purposely trying to just do silly. I don't know if you can cuss on here.
You curse. Go ahead.
But, you can cuss on. Oh, when you do silly shit,
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem. But if you're just having fun, laughing and all that kind of stuff, like, again, I'm going to say names because I really don't care. Like when Tim Dog lost his mind a few weeks back, I know he said some stuff with Dirt, but when he was making the weirdo videos about me because I was on with Rain, ironically enough with Colt, and it was a harmless joke. And, it wasn't nothing malicious, and he melted down that way. That tells me you need to get off the internet. You're taking this too seriously now. This is no longer about having fun. Yeah. You have some and clearly he has identity issues. We've seen that. But when people stoop to that level, just don't engage with them. Just let them say whatever crazy stuff they're going to say. And just keep doing your thing because they're going to have a problem with you no matter what you do, no matter what you say.
Yeah.
So the best way that you can get back at them is keep doing what you're doing.
Success.
And that's what I do every day.
Yeah. Success is the best, I guess, medicine for them. But yeah, man, no, I understand and I get it 100%. The thing about Dirt, like just briefly before I move to asking you guys or going to you guys really quickly, Danny and Crusader, Dirt may do like the console war, but Dirt is in good fun. Dirt is not malicious.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that's what I appreciate about Dirt. He's not like going out there to personally attack people. It's like little stuff about gaming. He keeps it specifically to gaming, largely. So I appreciate that, brother.
Unless they attack me. If they attack me, then we got
that. Then it's different. That's why I say largely. You saw me add that little addendum in there. Listen, Crusader and Danny, quickly, if you guys can say what you have been playing, then I want to quickly go to the guys. I don't know how much you guys have to give. I know, Kate, you got about an hour with this. Paris, I know you're busy and you probably...
I got a couple more minutes.
Okay, cool. So, Boom, I'll go to you right after I get their thoughts on what they've been playing in there, and then I'll go to Kay after that. Crusader, what have you been playing, brother? Is it more Minecraft or...
I'll fill in the panelist. I have been playing Greg Tech, New Horizons, the Minecraft mod pack with a couple of my friends, and I have been playing, and I am slowly writing up a review for the Novus V6 mod pack for Skyrim.
Nice.
Those are the two big things that I have been doing right now.
I still have to check that out. I've seen Novus 5. It looks spectacular on this OLED of mine.
It's insane.
I bet it is. Danny, my good brother, what have you been playing? What have you been up to lately?
So mostly I've been playing stuff for Ready Set Replay, which, if anyone doesn't know, is where me and my best friend Skylar are going through every game that ever came out, starting in the year 2000 chronologically, at least all the ones that are worth playing. So we just finished Deus Ex and have moved on to Kirby 64, and I gotta tell you, the whiplash that switch up has given me is insane.
Nice.
To go from like super deep like criminal conspiracies to like, and we're all friends and we're gonna collect all the sandwiches and it's gonna be great. It's like, what's happening? It's like I switched channels from HBO to PBS.
That's something. I was going to make a joke when you said the year 2000. I was going to be like, in the year 2000. But I stopped myself.
We've gotten some use out of that soundbite. Don't think we haven't.
Yes. See, you did it right. Boom, my good brother. I'll go to you first on the questions. Let me ask, because I know, speaking with you, I know some of this, but I want to kind of toss it in a different way. With you having doing what you do, I know you're like at 16 some odd subs right now, currently in grinding. You should have much more, in my opinion. But like, for you,
thank you, sir.
For sure. What has been a moment in your life, if you had to say, that sparked your passion for Xbox, and I would say for podcasting and doing what you do, and what do you plan to do, I guess, going forward in the next, let's say, the next decade? What do you plan on for your channel and beyond?
Well, I mean, what sparked my, introduction into podcasting was Mooch and Crap, and that's the truth. I know people are gonna start throwing the tomatoes, but I'm always gonna be indebted to Mooch. He gave me a voice. He gave me an opportunity for the community to hear my voice. For me, I reached out. I used to listen to them because I didn't know anything about YouTube. When I was a cop, I thought YouTube was for kids. I had no idea. And I got super disenchanted with the games media back in 2014. And I'm like, man, I used to be that guy that subscribed to IGN to keep the lights on. That Ryan McCaffrey always used to say, hey, you spend the $30 a year to help it keep on. So I started to all their podcasts. I was a big fan of Alan Moore. Super disenchanted with a lot of people, IGN, and the games media and as a whole. It hasn't gotten any better, to be with you. I mean, you some new websites like VGT.
Boom, two things. I think I don't know if you're a little distant from the mic, but it sounds a little low. Also, you started botting, as is customary for Xbots. But yeah, let's see. You could try again.
Hopefully, I sound better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I sound?
So far, so good.
You know what? I'll keep it short and sweet. Needless to say, for me, my disenchantedness, if you will, if that's even a word, with the games media and learning that YouTube had this vast amount of talent that talked about video games, I wanted to be a part of it. And after a couple of episodes that I joined Mooch and Crap, they asked me to be a regular panel member, and I stayed there for a couple of years until I got my sea legs, and I decided to say, I want to do my own thing. And I started out with one show, and like I said, I was telling, we were talking about it today, like a lot of the titles for that I've come up with for the shows, the 5 syndicated shows, were doing mundane things. I was doing The Wash. I was online at Stop and Shop when I came up with Primetime Gaming. And I just wrote it down on my phone. I think this sounds like a good thing. And, all those years later, here we go. We got 5 shows Monday through Friday. And I love doing it. There's a lot of work that goes into the channel. I work on the channel 7 days a week. I don't think there's a day that I just don't work on the channel, whether it be, setting up the thumbnails, reading the articles, setting the links, sending the show notes, which are now bullet points for everybody, thanks to King David, who kind of had to push me to the side. But listen, brother, we love you, but this is you're writing college essays, and I ain't in school anymore. So, and he's not wrong for that. So
he's like, we don't need your thesis for this, but
and that's exactly what he said. So it's funny.
You know what? So I told you earlier when we were talking about this, Boom. You say all these things you do for the whole entire week. I've said it before. I think you like the blueprint for content creators like who've started to echo or at least mimic like what you've been doing, like having a weekly thing going. I think you really were the first to really kind of start that up. I saw. I don't know how you do it. Like I come up with struggles of trying to get one show up. Yeah, and that's love for sure.
Listen, it obviously it helps that I'm retired. Right, like obviously I have my workout schedule that I'm working out 4 days a week now. I take care of the house when Mrs. Boom is working because it's only fair that she's still working, that I'm retired. And there's I take care of the other stuff, but the show, I could talk about games 24 hours a day and never get bored and never talk about the same thing. Like I have a lot of fun talking about gaming and putting this. And the truth of the matter is that for me, and maybe it's a mental thing. When I was a police officer, when I put on the uniform and I started at 7:05, which is what our tour was, 7:05 by 15:40, which is 3:40 for anyone that's non-military. That was my day tour. Those are the hours I worked, 8 hours and 35 minutes. When I put that uniform on, it was on. I was raised by a lot of old timers, and we were taught, at least one of the things I was taught is to go out of my way to do at least one good thing per tour, right? That's how I started, and I would go out of my way. I did a lot of community work. I was a youth officer. I went back to the high school. I graduated in '89. Went back there as the youth officer. It was incredible. I had an incredible career.
That's dope, man.
And that tenacity. My career came to a screeching halt when I had the spinal cord injury because I got fixed and I look like Wolverine. If I were to show you, you wouldn't believe what's holding me together. And when I got the surgery, the job basically told me that was it. And they weren't wrong for it because I couldn't do what I used to do. I used to run at 100 miles an hour from the start of the tour to the end of the tour, not only to make sure that I went home, to make sure that my brothers and sisters went home as well. So it was always on. The gentleman police officer or the gentleman that you see that I'm talking right now, this is how it was in uniform. Like, I was known as officer friendly. That's not like a tagline. That was the truth. So when that came to a screeching halt, for a while I was a little bit lost because I ran at 100 miles an hour, and now I had to learn to slow that down because of this back. And I always wanted to get into games media, and I'm like, yeah, that's just not for me because it's a young man's game, and I'm married, and I have a family, and I'm not about to be traveling here, there, and everywhere. And I just started listening to podcasts, and then, being on Mooch's show for all those years, I got my sea legs. And then and again, just to do this every day, I guess I feel incredibly privileged. Like, I don't feel that I'm owed anything. Like, the fact that we get out there and I have people that want to be on the show, people that want to tune in, that's an honor, man. That is something that is earned and certainly not given. So I always take into account how lucky I am, because you got to remember, when I'm a very transparent person. Mrs. Boom was very worried for me when she was like, I don't know if you should say what you did, because a lot of people don't like cops, and there's good reasons for that. Even the good guys like myself, unfortunately, get wrapped up with the bad guys.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I'm going to do this, I got to be clear as glass. I got to be transparent, because that's how I was as a police officer. And I took what I learned in the NYPD and in community affairs, and I somehow, some way, forged this thing called Double Barrel Gaming, and 8 million views and 16,000 plus subs later, well, here we are. And it's just crazy. So I'm always going to put in the effort. I'm never going to read from my phone or anything like that. And I just feel incredibly honored, not only to have an audience, but to be here talking with all these incredible people like Rand. I know Rand for years, and I only ask for people to subscribe and share and like, because he used to scold me for not doing it.
Rand would scold somebody. I can see that. You didn't deserve
that. Is true.
So,
yeah, that is true.
It is very true. So he's like, boom, you got to ask for them to sub. You got to ask for them to like. They're not going to do it if you don't ask. And here I am. But I just want to say this. Honestly, I know you've had a lot of nice things to say about me. What I want to say about you, Danny, and Crusader, is that you put on an incredible show that has what the most important aspect of podcasting. You make it fun. And I think that gets lost on a lot of the podcasters who are very much like shooting stars. They use hate-driven content. They're a flash in a pan, and then they're gone. Now, some of them continue because, unfortunately, on YouTube, they tell you not to be a hateful POS, but people do it anyway, and they reward them for it. And again, I'm not into the whole names thing, because I'm 55, folks. Like, I'm too old for this shit, honestly. But it's just, people subscribe to who you like and enjoy. Gaming's supposed to be fun. At the end of the day, folks, we're supposed to be laughing and having a good time. That somehow has gotten lost in the console war BS. And I gotta tell you this, Dirt's here. I talk to Dirt all the time. Him, Sean, Ray and Joey are not only necessary, but I'm happy to support them, because they're doing the Xbox gods work on a weekly basis.
100%. And I mean, Dirt. And we speak of comedy and in light, levity. Dirt and Sean, you guys always have me rolling. I might not always speak on it. I just listen and laugh, because you all are. You POS, and then you dun, 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 dun. Like, I know the music sounds.
POS of the week, my favorite segment of all podcasters.
Right.
So listen, congratulations
you,
on episode. Yeah, no, it's my pleasure, brother. Listen, everybody on this panel, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to go first, because I got to go, spend some time with Mrs. Boom, because it's been a long day. But I love you all. I appreciate you all. You're always welcome on my show anytime you want to come on. And if there's anything I can do to help promote you, just DM me, and we will work together to get your promotion up. Because if I can help somebody the same way I did as a cop, and I can do that here on YouTube, then I'm doing the right thing. Then I'm doing exactly what I have to do. So congratulations, gentlemen, on episode 103, 5, whatever. And I'll see you guys on the interwebs.
Absolutely. Thank you, Boom, brother. Tell the good folks where they can find you. No, I'm joking. They know where you're at. Yeah, thank you, brother.
Everybody knows where I'm at. Mr. Booms Get Sale everywhere.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
All right,
good
brother.
Night.
Good night.
All right.
Boom's going to get him some homemade pasta. He's from New York. You got to get him some pasta. So, Kay, my good brother, you have from New York.
You gonna slander the man like that and just kind of keep it moving?
I had to, he won't hear that. That part won't. He won't. Nobody will tell him about that part. Shout out to Dry Rub, by the way, who just gave a code up for Rand's Game of the Year. Arc Raiders. Thank you, Dry Rub. Oh, hey, music. You hear the accent, right? I'm pretty good at it, right? Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, hey. We're supposed to be uplifting each other here. But Kay, my good brother, you and Evermore have your 200th episode coming up this Saturday.
Yes,
and
we do.
I have been there probably for a good 150 of them, being honest. Probably more.
Yeah,
so kudos to me for being a day one just about and holding you all down.
Golly,
you see how I big myself up for you.
Hey, big up to you.
Absolutely, I have patience. No, I'm joking. Kay, for you, for you in the gaming circle, you and Everborn, let me ask, like, you got 200 episodes you're about to have in the bag, dropping that Saturday morning fire. What would you say is like one of the more, like, I don't want to say epic, but like between you two, because you all are like brothers, right? And I don't say that loosely, like, oh, hey, it's my brother, but like brother, like you all are like siblings almost in a way, especially like when you all really get into it, as we've had crazy discussions on Discord. What is something that you could share possibly out that's more private, not nothing too crazy, but that's more that people might not know between you and Everborn Saga, who, by the way, should have been here tonight. That maybe most people don't know. And what are you most proud of with you guys hitting 200?
Oh, honestly, that's a good question, man. Let's see. So the thing that people don't know is that with us on this show, it may not seem it sometimes, but it's very, very, very collaborative. He's my co-host, and I do a lot of the stuff. You see me online, and I do a lot of stuff, but he's on the show. But a lot of that information, a lot of that stuff that we do, sometimes the subject matters that we pull from, or where we're gonna go, we spend a lot of time thinking about it. Like as you know, we're basically shopping it in the Discord most of the week, trying to understand what's going on in the news, trying to build what we build.
Yeah.
And he's so instrumental in that, And by and large, there are some weeks where we won't really have like a good show until we just start chatting and it just kind of materializes. There's a lot of organic nature to the show that we do.
Absolutely.
We set it up, make it look nice, and then see where it goes.
You know what I would say? I would say, honestly, when it comes to chemistry and such like that, aside from Rand and Jez, which Rand, you've heard me say before, and I do mean that, I think you all, for one, inspired, if I had to look at it, you not only yourself, Kay and Everborn, but Rand and Jez, both you guys have inspired myself and Danny, and now Crusader with us, that same style of like the duo, now trio with us, of course, but like that same thing, and making sure you have good chemistry, and you and Everborn have it in spades for sure.
I would co-sign that as well. We are avid viewers. I'm an avid viewer of the podcast scene, so I've been watching Dirt stuff for years. Like shout out to the great Dirt Griggity. I've been watching your stuff for years. Obviously,
Thanks,
of course,
bro.
Randall Thor. So like a lot of the stuff we do, like we walk on the shoulders of giants, no doubt. ILP, all of that, right? And obviously,
definitely,
y'all do what you do, and you bring something unique to the mix. And we thought we had a voice that we could also bring as well. But without you guys, we couldn't find the voice we had. We know what we need to do because you show us the way. It's fantastic. We love this community
for sure. So the last question would be, since you all have been doing this now 200 episodes, what do you see for you guys in the next 200?
Honestly, let me throw some let's put some words into the universe and see what happens, right? So what do I see? I've always wanted to do this, like do these podcasts and be able to communicate with the community and really, you know, learn from people and teach as I can and all of that. I want to do more in real life stuff. I want to connect with people. I want to press the flesh, as it were. Big pause. As you say, Everboy and I are brothers in another way because we meet each other. Like we go to events. You know, we've spent time like in real life, really communicating, and I feel like that changes things. It adds a new dynamic to it. Got to meet the great Paris Lily on numerous occasions. You know, when you sit there and you're breaking bread, it changes things. I would love to do more in real life things, you know, and not necessarily because we're going to LA or something like that.
Yeah, to get a chance to meet the people that you often have a chance to speak with. Yeah, for sure.
We all know damn well that no matter how much money this man makes, the infinite slumbering one will not buy a webcam. So how else are we going to see him in real life? Like, it's crazy. We're going to have to go to Chicago.
You got to come to Chi-Town. You got to come to Chi-Town where you cannot put ketchup on your hot dog or you will be jailed for it. You know, Rand knows how it is.
Damn, exactly. How else are we going to actually see Rand out Thor? Like, we need to go to Chicago. And maybe one day we put together some kind of event that allows us to go to Chi-Town and then see these great creators because that's their home base. You know what I mean?
You know,
that is something I'll work towards for the next however many years.
That would be great. And we've often spoken about that before behind the scenes, like doing something like that takes us from that to have events at these different locations. I do love that idea. That would be something great to work toward. Yeah, man. Listen, that said, I do want to congratulate you and Everborn for 200. Yeah, man. And I've said it before as well. You know, your podcast, of course, was my first actual podcast appearing on. You all saw the greatness that was me, and you brought me on. Like hey, like
the humility.
I try to stay humble. Thank you, Daddy. I try.
Yes, sir.
I just try to. Humbleness is how you move forward. Ain't that right, Paris? Is how we do. You know.
So I won't take too much more time because I know there's a lot of great creators who want to talk. I will say, you know, thank you for having me. Congratulations on 100 episodes, bro. It is a, I know that it's a hard fought battle.
Oh yes,
y'all are keeping at it. I love what you guys bring to this community. I really do. I love the slander. I love the unique takes. I really love the slander. Y'all, you know I love.
That's Danny's specialty right there.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Oh man.
We still got MJ who. MJ calls us the terrorist organization known as the Fix because you're slander towards Kojima.
He joins the GCP Discord in biblical situation. I love it. Oh man, I want to record it again next time. Anyway, but yes, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with me and Umbra and everybody. You know, all the great content creators that lend their voices to us all the time. You know. Paris, I need to give you your flowers here. You know, you've been instrumental in getting us to where we are. I hope you'll join us tomorrow as well. You know, a lot of the great stuff that's happened. Some of my favorite shows have included you in it. So thank you, and of course Rand, who's been on the show, and Umbra and Dirt. You know, you guys, it's a community. We couldn't do this without all y'all, and you know we're doing the best we can. So thank you all for helping me. And congratulations to you, Big Sir, on all your success. And I hope you and the team continue onward and upward.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you. Same to you. And yeah, you all make sure you tune in Saturday. I have to make sure to include all you guys' information and link later on, which I will do. But yeah, like definitely congrats on the 200. Keep doing what you do. All of you all here, you know, I'll say this, you all are inspiration to me personally. And I'm pretty sure to Danny and Crusader in different ways as well. So definitely want to give you your flowers on that. You all make sure if you have not subscribed to any of these good gentlemen's channels, I'm sure you all already are, but unsubscribe and resubscribe to that way you can show that you really love them. No, I'm joking. Dirt.
I'll give it time for a day. Bye. I will bow out and I'll go into listening mode.
All
Have
right,
a good
brother.
night, y'all, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for those who can join us.
100. Well, Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it does feel like a Friday a little bit, doesn't it?
Anyway,
yeah,
it does. Anyway,
all right, brother. So I'll go to Dirt, and I know you all have to get going, so I'm going to go to Dirt. I'll go to Rand and then Paris. Maybe we can cap it off with you, and maybe if the fellas have some other questions they want to throw your way, Crusader and Danny. But Dirt, for you, my good brother, you in the WBG, you know, I'm signed to the WBG records. You know, we ain't gonna talk about that too much. You know.
I still got that video too, by the way.
I gotta give you all something fresh, you know, so people can really hear the vocals. You know what I mean? But you all been doing your thing for a long time on Mondays, man, and now like you're on Thursdays as well. Like you and Sean, y'all do your thing. Y'all all over the place. Like so, like I see this sometimes. I don't get a chance to check out everything, but let me ask you. And you've had some of the crazier reactions from people who hate on you and are negative or whatever. But like, what's the craziest story that you can think that you've had when it comes to interactions with people that have maybe crossed over into the personal for you that you can think of? That maybe, I don't know, maybe you turned into a positive, or maybe you like looked at it and like, okay, I'm going to make sure to use this for to avoid this, whatever the case may be. What would you say is something that have been the craziest for you? And yeah.
Well, this is pretty easy. First off, let me say we're 2 episodes away from 300.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're 2 episodes away from 300.
Nice.
It's insane, man. You know, it's insane how long, you know, the show has been going. But this is pretty simple because there was a guy that Paris kind of referenced earlier. There was a point where he was just looking at Xbox, pro Xbox content creators, their gamer tag, trying to see, you know, who plays games and, you know, stuff like that. He saw a couple guys, oh, this guy doesn't play games. This guy doesn't play games. So he went to mine, and he couldn't say I didn't play games because, you know, I'm not like Rand's gamer score, but it's respectable. Like, you know, my gamer score is respectable, and I play a lot of games. So he couldn't say that I didn't play games. So he saw what games I played, and he intentionally went to Roblox, which is funny because my daughter, who's 21 now, but this was some years back, and she wanted to show me some of Roblox, and she, you know, and we played for like an hour. You know, she was playing for an hour. I was watching her. So he found this specific game, and, you know, kind of insinuated that I'm in kids chat rooms and playing with kids and stuff like that. So of course I went to him directly in the DM, was like, why in the hell would you say some stuff like that and blah blah blah. Of course in the DM he was like, no, I didn't mean it like that, blah blah blah. So I just kind of left it alone. But he said it a couple more times on like some of his rants, and of course that really pissed me off. I said, that, you know, that's something you don't play with, man. We're supposed to be talking about video games. If you want to criticize me over something I said over video games, fair enough, man, because I'll do the same. But now you're over in this personal area, and it's some total BS. And then some of his listeners said something crazy on Twitter, like, yeah, why don't you go play Roblox? And I'm like, bro, you know, so I would have beef with that guy forever, you know, because I'm just out here having fun, man. We're talking about video games, bro.
Yeah, literally
talking about video games.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, listen, I remember that part because I was heavy in Spaces at the time, and he actually came at a buddy of mine. You all know Morty, I'm a Russian/Australian brother, and he did the same to him, where he was like, oh, let me check your game attack. Let me see something. What you been playing? Hold on. You said you played this.
It's hypocrisy though, bro, because somebody sent me what he plays, and it was the craziest, bro. He played games that he was platinum in 25 minutes.
I saw that.
Foxtrot. I'm like, bro, how can you? Come on, man. You know? And then he admitted that he played these games, and I'm just like, come on, man, you can't even. I said, I don't, you know, so that guy, you know, he tried to kind of go off on me, was it like a month or two ago? about the whole,
what's crazy is like much like with Paris. I've had the dude blocked for a long. He almost doesn't even exist in my mind. That's how long it's been since, like, But I know, like, they come, like I said, they go at you all much more crazier than they have at me ever. Yeah,
well, I expect it because we do console war content.
Yeah,
but come at me over some video game stuff I said. Right. If it's something I said that you can call me out on, hey, fair enough, man. I have no problem with you clipping me over something I said. But don't lie on me. Don't accuse me of doing anything or being something. That's where we have a problem. So, it comes with the territory as far as, those guys, trying to come at me. But I'm prepared. I know how to fight back. So yeah, but that's the worst situation, and I haven't had anything nowhere near as serious as that. So I've had him blocked. I don't have that many people blocked, but I have him blocked because I said we have beef forever.
Yeah, for saying something like that, 100%.
Yeah, bro, you don't play with that. You don't play with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me turn into a more of a positive because dude is always a negative. Yeah. With that being the craziest, and definitely I would agree that it is. What positive do you see you guys going forward for the next 300? And congratulations, by the way. I didn't know that you all were about to hit 300 like that.
Yeah, we're about to hit 300. Well, thank you, bro. I will say this. Like what Boom said, I was like one of the guys in the comment sections. I usually listen to the same guys that he listened to. Big fan of Rand, Iron Lords, and all of those guys. So I just wanted to become a different voice in the community. And then some of my favorite content creators, of course, they flipped, became haters of Xbox, and that really kind of made me push more to a console war channel because I was kind of like, come on, bro, what are you doing? So as far as moving forward, man, we're just we're trying to be entertaining as well as give our opinions about things, just having fun. That's really what it's about with me, with my podcast. We just want to have fun, man, because
that's it.
Boom said something that I really wanted to talk about because he said, I forget how we put it, but he said, thank God for like a podcast like mine, the stuff we talk, because everybody's not wired or, made or built for the console war stuff, right? Everybody's not built the same way. I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with having fun, because I'm really having fun with it. And some people get mad. I laugh at the guys that really get mad. I always say if this console war is bothering you so much where if it's time for you and your wife to lay down and you can't stop thinking about Xbox versus PlayStation, you need some professional help, man.
She's like, baby, I thought we were going to make love tonight. I'm thinking about dirt.
No, I can't stand that dirt griggity. I can't believe that game from PlayStation. Like, you really need
these Xbox
some help,
make
man.
me sick.
Yeah, like, so, like your kids walk up, get away from me. I can't get with that, but at the end of the day, man, I enjoy video games. I love talking about video games. I remember going to a random GameStop talking to people about video games for hours just because I love to talk about games. And now we have this community where I can talk about video games. I can vent about video games and just have a lot of fun, man. Even though sometimes, like YouTube, this goes up and down. Sometimes it's a lot of positive Xbox news, my channel go up. Then there's a lot of negative Xbox news, my channel goes down, my views go down. So it's it's rough. I don't know how these guys are full-time YouTubers. I really don't. Because it goes up and down. But I'm just really, just happy that like that we were able to make it this long because there's a lot of podcasts that's not around anymore.
That's true.
I know Red knows a lot of them.
Oh yeah. And I think it's something to be said again, like to Boom's point about it being a passion about something you love, right? And you see that from you, not only from yourself and WBG, but like with Rand, with and Paris. I saw you in the chat. You are an inspiration too, Paris. You've been doing this for 20 years, doing what you do. Yeah, like you all have to love to do this, to do this as passionately as you have, and still. Mind you, for yourself, still keeping a really like relatively very positive attitude in what you do, despite people coming at you saying all types of crazy stuff as they do.
Yeah.
So kudos to you.
People made fun of me, calling me a moochaholic, a moochacrapaholic. You know, Sean makes fun of me. He literally has a segment. He goes back to listen to old episodes of Mooch and Crap in the Morning. I used to call literally every week. And he finds every single one, and he calls it season 4. Now we're on season 4. And he will pull these old clips of me calling Mooch and Crap just to make fun of me. Every week. I mean, it's kind of funny that I kind of just cringe, like, oh my God, I really used to call these guys every week. But you know, it was what it was back then. But so it's kind of funny now. So Sean just makes fun of me. So people in the chat, as you see, call me moochaholic and mooch crap and all that stuff, man. So it's funny, bro.
It's funny how things change. If you all didn't see it, Crusader just dropped a Game Pass 1 month ultimate code in the chat. Thanks, Crusader. And
Game Pass is off, by the way.
Yes, sir. I mean, as I said it earlier, it's been a gift that's been given, man. And it's, you know, adding to our gamer score. And speaking of gamer score, the man with the million, actually the man with the 1,000,004 now, right? 1.4 million, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. 1,400,000. You know.
Yeah. Listen. You've been doing. You know what's crazy? You actually have more in your second pass.
You don't go, bro. Where you going?
You got to go, Dirk.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I did my podcast right before this, and I'm starving, bro.
I had a feeling, because you did do yours before.
Yeah, but thank you, fellas. I truly appreciate you inviting me on, man.
Indeed, Dirk. Thank you for joining us, bro. I know it's been a while. We had you on here before, obviously, but it's been a minute, so definitely appreciate it. I do want to have maybe reach out to you guys in a more normal context as well, talking to gaming and such. But I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you, guys, man. I'll holler at you guys later. Appreciate it.
Yeah, congrats on the 300, by the way, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But the man with the 1,000,004, you have more in your 400,000 than I do in mine. I'm about to hit 300,000 gamer score, and that's insane. You have been gaming, my brother. Brand, let me ask you, man, and you and I said it before already. I'm not just saying this to blow your head up, but my Chicago brother. But you and Jazz absolutely inspired myself. What I wanted to do here with me and Danny initially, and now with Crusader, like the whole idea of the duo thing, right? And having good chemistry and things like that.
Well, because you remember, when we started, a lot of the community shows were like, let's get as many people in the panel as possible, and it just was like a huge cluster truck, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
So when we started, me and Jez, we were just like, it's just me and Jez. Let's do that. Mm-hmm. We're not going to have any guests. We're just going to build it just off of me and him. And that's the way we kind of went at it. Mostly because it was just, we wanted to be somewhat different than what was like what was going on at the time, where it was like you'd be at a podcast with 8 other people, which I can't stand.
Yeah.
Not saying anything about it right now.
No, I know.
Different, but I mean, like, you watch other podcasts like with big news, and it's like 15 people on the show, and it's like, bro, I don't really think a podcast should have more than 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people is probably about,
Yeah. Today is a little different because we're just talking about like there's really like you guys' journey and such. But I agree with you. Actually, it's tough to properly have a conversation like that. You got so many people that are probably going to be a repeat of what somebody else said, right? Like, how many ways can we,
exactly
say what the other person said differently? So I definitely know what you mean. But I think too, to that point, I think you are fairly good. You're not trying to blow your head up, but I think you Paris, for instance, Kay, you guys are really, really great. Actually, Danny and Crusader are really good at this too. You guys can give dialogue to your thoughts so much better than not only myself but other people I've seen. Like me, I'm kind of straight to the point. I'll be like, oh yeah, I thought this about this, and keep it moving. You all will be like, well, this takes me back to 1994 when
hey
yeah.
that's Paris. It'll be like, it takes me back to 1982.
Yeah, that's Paris for
when
sure.
The Lakers were fighting the Kings and the
They would fight
the Western Conference Finals or something, you know?
Yeah, you all are really good at that, man. Like, that's one aspect I definitely want to try to improve on is kind of expounding on my thoughts. Like, you all are really, really good at that. All of you, honestly, on this panel are really good at that. And I'm just kind of straight to the point. Like, I realized sometimes it takes away from things when you don't really give your full thoughts, and you all are great at it. Let me ask you, man, how many episodes are you and Jez are in now? Like, how many, what would you say?
Hold on, let me check. I think we are at, let me bring up the Patreon just to see. This upcoming episode will be 388.
Oh man, look at that.
So
you almost at 400. So
well,
like,
400.
Yeah.
That include your like the ultimate.
No.
Okay.
No, that's just the main show.
That's just the main show.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you included Ultimate and Xbox 2+1, it'd be well above that. But that's just the main show, 388.
That's impressive, man. So that's 200 for K and Everborn, 300 for Dirt. Now about to be 400 for you and Jazz. That's crazy. And 100 for us, obviously. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, literally. Paris, how many have you and Danny put out? If you would know that, I don't know if you do.
That's a good question. It's probably 1,500 plus.
Sheesh.
Wow. Let's see. Hold on. What's this one?
Well, you had Phil on for the 1,000.
Actually, it's not even 1,500. 1,478.
Wow.
Yeah, we had Phil on for episode 1,000. That was in 2020, like right before the pandemic.
Remember that.
I remember that too. Yeah, I do remember that episode. That's crazy, man. Man, you just over eclipsed all of us. Sheesh. But let me ask Rand, and I'll go to you, Paris, because I know you all have to go. And if you all can stand here for it, Danny and Crusader didn't really get a chance to ask you anything. I don't know if they had anything specific, but to you, Rand, on this.
If you stop talking, they could ask me.
Yeah.
He's not.
Umbra's like, I don't know what to say sometimes, and he's just rambling right now.
Hey, listen, I'll just ask this: from 100,000 to 1.4 million, Rand. You play so many different games. You've had so many different moments on the show. What's up for you and Jazz? What do you see going forward for you all going into like 2030, for instance, man? What's your dream? Are you going to try to hit 2 million? Are you going to try to hit 2 million gamer score? What's up with that?
Gamer score, they ruined gamer score.
Did they?
I sort of quit when it started to get ruined.
Yeah.
There's a lot of developers and indie publishers that take advantage of it on PlayStation and Xbox, and it's just like I could probably get a million gamer score right now in probably like 2 months if I wanted to.
Told me the secrets.
Like they make games that you can get the gamer score in 10 minutes, and then they also sell 4 versions of it, so you can get the Windows version, the Xbox One version, the Xbox Series version, and then they constantly add points, so you could that's what that scene is like on Xbox. It's been destroyed. So
is it because of those cheap games like the little?
Yeah, it's because of the indie games, and it's because I'm not saying they shouldn't have been worth 1,000 gamer score when they went to the Xbox One, but those developers who have really have no business selling their games on the platform because nobody knows who they are, nobody's going to buy their games. They carved out a niche for themselves where their whole strategy is to sell gamer score to people, and there are people who will buy the games on Xbox and PlayStation who are really addicted to the idea of just number go up. Just like in the stock market and stakeholders and stuff, number always has to go up. So there are people willing to spend money to do that.
Yeah.
So I stopped before it really got bad.
Man,
but it is like really bad now.
I will admit that I bought a few of those like cheap games to kind of get the score up. Then I stopped. I was like, this doesn't feel right. It didn't feel right, man. And I was like, what would the man with $1 million think if I did this? And Then I was like, screw Rand. I want my score up. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but it didn't feel right, I will admit. And then it feels terrible if somebody actually looks into your game like, oh, you played Pinky Winky 2. Like, no, I don't want that on my list of gaming. So I had to stop myself. But let me ask, Rand, you, like I said, you've been seasoned in this. You've been doing this for a minute. And I guess, Paris, if you got thoughts on it too. And actually, Paris, I actually have heard your thoughts of some sagely wisdom. What would you tell us, Rand, and maybe the chat or anybody who's aspiring to do what we do? What would you say to try to aim for, or I guess just general wisdom in general doing the podcasting thing? What's the key to your success?
I honestly don't know. I think it was a combination of right time, right place, right time. I guess don't go in thinking that you're gonna be making tons of money and it's gonna be a job, because you have to get into it for the right reasons. You have to really love what you do. If you get in for the wrong reasons, you're gonna, not necessarily you'll burn yourself out, but you'll become really disillusioned and disenchanted with it eventually. If you're trying to be like, well, I'm going to do this because I want to make $100,000 a year, or I want to become a superstar, or, I want to do whatever. Like, that's not really a recipe for success at all. If it happens, it happens. But
yeah,
you just gotta do it for what, as they say, for the love of the game.
Yeah,
right? You got to do it because you want to.
Yep.
Not that you're expecting to get anything back from it.
It's interesting because I did have that thought at one point. Like, just being honest, I did have the thought of, man, maybe I could turn this into this. And then I kind of quickly gave up on that once I saw how much you have to do to turn it into something. I'm like, okay, nah, I'm just gonna have fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know there are a lot of people that think like, they see all the huge creators, not even like in the podcast scene, but they look at like the ninjas or the big streamers and how much money and their lifestyle that they have, and they think like, well, I want to do that. And it's like, yeah, sure, who wouldn't want to?
Right.
But it's also very difficult. And when they started, like, that wasn't something that was on their mind. It just happened. So sometimes it's just right place, right time, right person. So.
100%. 100%. Joey asked a question. It would have been best if Dirt was here too. And I guess this to all of you guys here. And then Paris, I want to go to you, and I know you all have to get going. He said he has a question. With technology ever evolving, where do you guys see the podcasting industry heading? Also, is there anything y'all would want to change or you regret in the podcasting industry?
Where with technology, where could it go? Well, it's funny because I had this big joke with Jez that if AI ever gets really so successful, like really, really good, I was like, Jez, what we could do is upload all of our podcasts to AI so it knows how we think, and then we could just have AI run the whole show so we don't even have to show up for the podcast on Friday. It just have AI do it because the AI would know our thoughts, so it could run the show. Maybe that's something that could happen down in the future where it's like you don't even need Paris on Gamertag Radio. You could just have AI Paris on Gamertag Radio, and it would just be Paris, and you wouldn't know if you weren't told.
That's interesting.
That's a dark future. That's probably like a Black Mirror episode waiting to be made or something, right?
For sure. I'm gonna have you all as AI guests. I'm like, we got the man with $1 million in Paris AI bots here today, guys.
Yeah. So maybe that could happen. I don't know. Podcasts have always, in my opinion, they've remained static because there's only so much you can do with like people talking to each other, right? Like, you just have the camera and you back and forth and stuff. I don't really see how much it could change in the future. I think people really still enjoy listening to conversations between people they like, or people that are really educated on a subject, or people that are really entertaining. So I don't really see how podcasts are changing very much. Any regrets? Regrets? I mean, not really. Maybe I wish like I was more comfortable being on camera, I guess would probably be the only thing that I wish maybe I would have done earlier or whatever, but I don't really have any regrets. I mean, just like with Boom when he said earlier where you got to start, like I was a regular on Xbox Nation with Crap and Crossfire with Mooch as well, even though I'd podcasted well before then. So, it's funny to look on like the history of the Xbox community and its podcasting scene and to see where it was in 2015, 2016, and where it is now, and who's where and what shows are still going on, and things of that nature. But yeah, I don't really have any regrets at all. I love doing the show with Jez. Yeah. I mean, I sort of have stopped making videos for the time being. I just don't really have it in me right now, and I haven't really felt like that since like 2023. But you never know what the future holds. Maybe AI gets to the point where like it could help me get back and create stuff more easily. Probably not, because I really hate AI. But there's always the chance that I get back into making video content. But I do like doing the podcast every week. I like interacting with Jez. I like seeing what people say in the comments section. I like having people on for Xbox 2+1, which we just had Dirk Riggedy on. We had Paris on and stuff. So it's always fun to talk to people and get their thoughts on stuff.
Perspectives and such, yeah.
So, will it always be like that? You said 2030.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I could be dead tomorrow.
Let's hope that's not the case. But yes.
I'm just saying, like, you never know what happens. Like, tomorrow's not guaranteed for anybody.
That's true.
But then again, at the same time, I think back and it's like, we started Xbox 2 in 2017 in April. And it's like, did I really think this show would go on for, what essentially is 8 years and almost 400 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, no. If you would have asked me then, I probably would have said this wouldn't have lasted. But then do I think I have another 7 years in front of me? Another 400 episodes? Like, are we, are me and Jess still going to be podcasting in 2032? I don't know. I mean, I'm 44 now.
Yeah.
So it's like, 8 years ago, sure, I'm in my mid 30s. Another 8 years from now, I'm in my 50s. It's like, that's, do I even still enjoy gaming like I do now in 8 years? I mean, that's, you never know, because sometimes you fall out of love with something, age and stuff. Like, there was a point in time I loved certain types of genres of games that I no longer care for. So who knows what the future holds? I mean, if everything, I would like to keep on doing the show, but you never know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, yeah, I think that's a really thoughtful answer, brother. Paris, I want to go to you, and then Crusader and Danny. I know I'm having you all. If you all want to really quickly get some things out, but Paris, this is an important one for you too. What were you going to say, Crusader?
I was just saying I got one for Paris after you're done.
Okay, cool. Let me quickly read these donations. Soyotech, my good brother, drops a generous $4.99 donation. Congrats on 100. Thank you, Soyotech, my brother. Adidas 20, my other Chicago brother, he drops a $2 donation. He gives us the salute. Thank you, brother. And just a moment ago, we had my New York brother, 108 Dragons Lemon, $5 donation. He says, at work supporting this awesome podcast. Xbox Play Anywhere is awesome and Game Pass is worth it. More and more every show, and welcome Xbox experience. He put that in all caps, and that's how Lemon talks. If you all, he talks with all caps. So thank you, brother. We appreciate you doing your thing. I wonder how many episodes you're up to, by the way. 108 on the Dragon's Den. This comes on Saturdays. By the way, you all should support our good brother. Runs a good show. Dragon's going to get his words out. Lemon is going to hear him. That's one thing for certain. That's the New York in him right there. Paris, my man, you have been doing this now. You just alluded to and elucidated us to almost 1,500 episodes with you and Danny doing your thing, man. That is insane. You have been doing this for what, 20 years? And you know, not to age you on it, but like you have been doing this for a while and you have been doing your thing. And I've been, honestly, you know, some people will unfortunately have hated on you. And I say that openly because I've seen people kind of throw shade your way, and you've handled it with grace. It's one thing.
Jealousy.
It is jealousy for sure. Like a lot of it is jealousy, and you've handled a lot of it with grace. I know sometimes, you know, it could lead to you feeling possibly shadow boxing, as Kay likes to say. But when you have so many people,
I don't like that. I don't like when that's said. And Kay said that to me in Germany with Jason Reynolds sitting right next to me.
Did he?
And I called him on that. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It's not shadow boxing, because he told me, and I'm not trying to call him out.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I get this comment of, oh, you shouldn't say anything. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Why? Why? Why am I letting someone else dictate how I decide to give my opinion on something? Or if you say some crazy shit to me, I'm supposed to not say anything back.
No, I'm with you on that.
So when I hear that, I honestly don't like that, because to your point, I've been doing this since 2006. Matter of fact, tomorrow it will be 20 years I went to 0 Hour, which was the Xbox 360 launch, right? And I wasn't podcasting then. I was just a fan. But I went because I love gaming. I've been doing this for almost 20 years because I love doing it. I was doing, before I was part of Gamer Tag Radio, Gamer Tag Radio inspired me to get into podcasting. And I've told the story many times, but I'd reached out to Danny, like, you know, I don't know, this was probably like May of 06. And because I saw him and another podcaster, Chris Palladino, they went to this Xbox event. And back then that was crazy. Like, what, you get to go to Xbox? What? I saw the video. Yeah. So me and a buddy of mine, we emailed him like, hey, you know, we want to try this podcasting thing. You got any tips? And Danny gave me, he gave me some tips, and we started a podcast called first we started a podcast called The Old School Gamers. It was freaking terrible, but that didn't last with that person. And then I wanted to start a podcast called Uncle Gamer Radio. And I did that from 2006 until 2011. And even during that time, Danny and he had been a great help to me. You know, I was going to E3. You know, I got very lucky early on, because I started Uncle Gamer, I think like June or July or something of 06. And then less than a year later, I'm at Xbox at a Crackdown event. And the only reason I got that was because I knew I wound up meeting someone, knew someone. So I wound up going to Xbox less than a year into doing this stuff, right? Got to meet a bunch of people there. Next thing I know, got hooked up with some people at EA. So I'm going to EA events. Next thing I know, I'm at Infinity Ward going to see Call of Duty 3, which became Call of Duty 4, which was called Modern Warfare. And I saw the multiplayer before anybody else. Nice. Crazy stuff like that very early on. Got to interview Ken Levine. Like, I literally emailed 2K, hey, I want to interview Ken Levine. They said yes. And I interviewed Ken Levine for BioShock, right? Fast forward to 2010, I got to interview Casey Hudson for Mass Effect 2, which honestly to this day is probably my greatest accomplishment ever, because I was so prepared for that.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was amazing, right? Again, Mass Effect 2 is in my top 3 all time. Anyways, point I'm making on all of what I'm trying to say is, in those early days, I wasn't getting review codes. I wasn't doing this, that, you know, hosting showcases or doing any of this kind of stuff. I would do a podcast every Friday night with my co-host Jay, who wound up getting, he works in the industry now, right? But we did it because we loved it. It wasn't about what we could get. It was what we wanted to do. And when you bring up the hate and all the weirdo shit that I see now, that is the culmination of years of hard work.
For a fact.
So you can be mad all you want. I'm going to keep doing it because I worked very hard to get to a position to where I could do a lot of stuff. Again, a lot of the things that people see now is only recent. Yeah. You know, like I said, there was a very long time when going to E3, all that kind of stuff, I'm paying my way to go. Ain't nobody, right? You want to review again, you got to go buy it. you know?
Yeah.
But there was no complaints. There wasn't anything. It was because I love to do it, and I still love to do it. Like, and I've told the story as well, bro. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I was going to be done. I was like, I've done enough. I'm good. Yeah. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. You know, we had a great run. Like, honestly, doing that Phil interview early 2020, that was kind of going to just be my swan song. I was thinking I'd probably go to E3 that year, and then I'm out.
That's
pandemic
crazy.
obviously happened. We were stuck at home, and just dumb luck. One day, Ryan McCaffrey needed someone to come on Podcast Unlocked, and I didn't even know Ryan really. We had never actually had a real conversation to that point. He was kind of a hi bye at E3 kind of thing. And I'm in story time, so I apologize, but I'll make it quick.
I love story time.
Yeah, but he messaged me like, "Hey, he needs someone to come on Unlocked." I was gonna say no because I had a meeting for work, and the meeting just so happened to cancel. So then I was like, oh, "Okay, I'll come on."
Look at God. Absolutely.
And I came on. It was just me and Ryan, and we had a fantastic conversation. Next thing I know, he's inviting me to be on IGN for the Xbox launch, for the launch of the Series X, right? Or, you know, it's like the showcase or whatever, right? It's pandemic stuff. And wind up doing that. Next thing you know, you got a bunch of people at Xbox that was watching it. And you also had people that, like, next thing I know, I'm doing a lot of more stuff at IGN. Like I did this Night City thing for them, did some other stuff with them. People at Xbox have been paying attention to stuff I was doing. Turns out Greg Miller and all those guys are kind of funny had been paying attention to stuff I was doing. Got a DM from Alana Pierce out of the blue, scared the bejesus out of me because I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Did I say something crazy? I don't know what I did. Because I don't know Alana at this point.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and Gary Whitta couldn't be on Kind of Funny that day for the show. They had just started XCast, and she wanted me to fill in. Asked if I would do it. Sure, I'll do it. Because I'd been watching and commenting a little bit on stuff they were doing. Wind up, chemistry on that was great. Next thing I know, they asked me to come on again. Gary's on at that point. So now it's all of us on with Alana. Alana has to leave. Then they were like, hey, do you want to replace Alana? Sure. Now I'm on XCast. Then I go from XCast. Xbox is reaching out. Hey, we got an idea for doing this thing called the Showcase Extended. We would love for you to host it. I didn't even know this. Actually, I didn't even know this at the time because they were so secretive. I did not know what I was doing for that showcase until I was in Seattle and I'm standing there on the stage and they're like, all right, here we go. I was like, what?
You know what's interesting about that? Like, I remember that one particularly because that was the danger zone. But you you handled that very expertly, brother. I was very impressed by how you did that. You would seem that you had been like seasoned in the game. You know what I mean? As far as that,
I had never done anything like. I'd never read off a teleprompter before in my life.
Yeah,
so
man.
This was gonna be my question to you. It's like, if you could tell us anything about how that came about. That was genuinely gonna be my question. I've always been curious.
I can tell you exactly how it came about because it blew my mind when I found out how that went down. I had randomly one day on Twitter just said, and I didn't say specifically Xbox, I was just speaking into the void. Hey, I would love to host something one day. That's all I said. And it turns out that's what started the conversation. Somebody at Xbox saw it, and then they talked about it internally and thought, hey, it'd be a great idea. Yeah, let's go get Paris. Let's do it. And then I was up in Seattle for a week and I wound up recording that. And then, you know, I wound up doing some more hosting stuff. The next thing you know, I'm the face of Flight Sim.
Yeah.
because of that, right?
Yeah.
But the reason I'm telling that whole story the way I am, and then just to throw into the mix, there was a viral moment in 2018 where I went to go see the Cyberpunk demo at E3. Didn't know Danny was going to record my reaction. Got my genuine reaction walking out of it. That goes viral. CD Projekt Red people get wind of it. Next thing I know, I'm in contact with them. The very next year, I go do it again. They do the whole clapping thing when I come out. But long story short, that led to me, because it's a pandemic, I hosted the launch event for Cyberpunk because of that moment, right? But I'm saying all these things, not as a brag thing or whatever. I'm just saying it's a combination of hard work, consistency, and just dumb luck at the end of the day. But the one thing about it is you treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's one thing I always do. I'm never disrespectful to anyone. Unless you're disrespectful to me, then I will have the heat for you. No problem. But when you talk about the hate and you see the little silly, petty comments, for a long time, I wouldn't say it was jealousy because I didn't want to see arrogant that way. But that's all it is. That's all it is at the end of the day. You're seeing me do something that you want to do. And because you can't do it, you want to try and diminish what I do. That's all it is, because, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way or whatever, because I think, my track record speaks for itself. I'm here with you guys tonight. I'm on with Rand all the time. I'm on with Dirt. I go on everybody's podcast and lurk in the chat and talk shit and do everything because I am from the community. That's where I started. I was a fan. I'm gonna always be a fan. So why would I not want to interact with other people that love doing what I do?
Yeah.
Sure. I've been lucky and I've had some great opportunities for stuff. But at the end of the day, I just like playing video games, man. I just like playing video games, talking shit. End of the day. Yeah. That's all it is.
For sure.
And so when I see weird stuff and weird comments and all of that, like that's why I said before, at this point, I just take it as a badge of honor because clearly what I'm saying matters to you because you follow everything I do.
Yep.
So, but I know the questions you were asking, like I gave the whole history of it in podcasting, but you ask about regrets. Here's the one regret I have. We should have started being on camera sooner. That'd probably be my only regret because, back then, obviously it was just all audio and we resisted it for a long time before we actually started going on camera. I wish we would have done it sooner. Who knows how that would have changed things if we did. But at this point now, I'm lucky enough that, I'm on camera all the time now. It's not even something I even think about or worry about, but we should have read the room earlier as far as streaming and, YouTube content and all that, because I do think we would have grown an even bigger audience if we would have. But, that's a what if. Honestly, things happen for a reason. So it's not that I would let me go change anything. But if I had to think back of something I would tweak, it would probably be just be on camera more. Because to the other point, you were talking about podcasting and all that. I do think podcasting has changed in that, and Rand and Jez do this already, long form content, like hours of content where you're just having a conversation with someone. I think that plays better. Sure, someone's not going to sit there and listen to it all in one batch, but they'll listen to it in pieces. And I'm finding the more popular podcasts these days are the more long form ones versus the shorter ones. But that's just an observation. I don't have any analytics or anything to back that up, but that's just how it seems to me. And then obviously YouTube, streaming, being on camera, you can get a big following that way as well. But ultimately, you just do what you're comfortable with, really. If you're not comfortable to do that, don't force yourself to do it unless you feel like you want to try and get comfortable doing it. You just, like I said before at the beginning, just have fun with it, man. Whatever it is that you want to do to have fun. Like you guys, I'm telling you, back in the day, we would just get on Friday night. Hey, what are you playing? This, that, da. We're just talking about video games and the what ifs and giving opinions about this, that, and the other. And that was it. Whoever listened was great. And you just went from there. But we did it because we love to do it.
Absolutely.
And I always give that advice.
Absolutely. And Paris, again, man, I just have to say, man, I know it doesn't probably won't mean much because we don't know each other super well, but I am always proud to see, good people do well. So I've been proud of you for a while, man, as far as things go, on your journey of doing what you do, like hosting and stuff like that. I remember if I go through some tweets, I know I was like, yeah, Paris got the gig over there at Xbox. I remember that. I was super excited for you getting what you got. And, I hope, that you get more, you land more of that when it comes to hosting these types of events and things like that. I think you're a natural at it, honestly. One thing I'll do, and that's, Legendary Yobi he said, don't forget Paris is Mr. Flight Simulator. Well, we remember. Yeah. The Danger Zone. That was a huge good look for him.
That was a crazy thing. And all that goes credit to producer at Xbox because it was her idea for me to wear the shades and to do all that kind of stuff.
I thought that was all
and then,
you.
And then I did the danger zone thing. But yeah, that was her idea. And Jorg got such a kick out of it. He was just like, yeah, he wanted me to keep working with him on stuff. And look, things are a little different now. Money's a little tighter, so we're not flying to Budapest anymore. But it was fun. It was fun to be able to do it. It's like, bro, I got to fly a helicopter.
Hey,
which is crazy.
So cool.
Yeah, I thought that was dope too. Listen, we just had our good brother Everborn show up and join us. What's up, Everborn?
What's happening? I'd just like to say I was a huge Paris fan. I was always rooting for him until he started hating on Sonic. And then
look, I get it. You like the freaking Kmart version of Mario. That's okay. It's okay.
The Kmart
there's a place for that.
I just gotta say, talk to me when Mario hits 1.8 billion downloads in mobile. We can have that conversation another day.
You notice how he had to say mobile because he knows Nintendo's not on mobile.
It's the next generation.
Okay.
That Grandpa Mario over there still.
You let me know when Sonic outpaces Mario on console sales. You let me know that.
Console sales have been flat for the last
not for Nintendo
decade, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
But see, being serious for a second, these are the things that I love. I love because we're obviously just having fun with it, but that's the whole point. It's just you're just ribbing, having fun, cracking jokes, whatever. Some people take this stuff way too seriously and way too far. And that's the problem with the current age. And honestly, I blame social media for it because it was not always like this. Social media has just enabled some very anonymous people to just say the wildest, craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
100%.
It makes it too easy to say the most insane stuff without any repercussions.
Yep.
You know what I find it is that because I always expect the internet is full of crazy people, so I kind of expect the stuff you guys are talking about. The thing that grinds my gears are the fake business analysts.
Oh my god!
I know one in particular.
They're not
with their macroeconomics.
I'm not naming any names. I'm not naming names either. There's a lot of people that pretend they know or care about business, and they are like Jon Snow. But anyway, let's talk about what episode are we at here?
Right here we are 100. Let's say 105. I'll just say that. I'm not sure. I kind of lost track. 105.
All right. Well, we'll just. I was gonna say, well, did you do anything special for 100?
My own special way. I'm special mentally, so we had a special show in my head. No, we just did a regular show.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna round down to 100, and this is the special one. You got
okay.
You got.
Okay. And I appreciate that.
So,
but
by the way, this is just I got to do my public service announcement. If you are listening to this and you are a fan of Metroidvanias, I need you to stop what you're doing, and I need you to go and download a game called Gigasword.
I knew you were about to say it.
It is a throwback to the late NES era of gaming, like early SNES, early Sega Master System. Like, it's got all the stuff you remember from the chiptune score, very high fantasy, very surprisingly deep lore. This is all done by a single developer. I have been playing this thing nonstop for the past week. I cannot put it down.
Where can I get it?
Gigasword. I got it on Steam. I heard it's on Switch as well, but I know for sure on Steam.
Okay. Yeah, I think
it might be on the other platforms, but I'm playing it on Steam.
Yeah, I'll pick it up on Steam, like more than likely. There's a few games.
I think it has an introductory sale, so you can get it for like 20% off right now.
Not bad. Not bad. That's the beautiful part about PC gaming. You can find so many sales. But I was going to say too, they showed a great one. Crowsworn? That's another Metroidvania style one.
I did see that. That looks a lot like it's sort of borrowing Like this is
Hollow
what.
Knight.
Do you know the Spy versus Spy?
It did
Matt
look.
and
It
Mad Magazine
absolutely.
cartoons?
I promise.
Yes.
I was going to say that when I watched it earlier with Boom. I said I was thinking in my head and make a joke of Spy versus Spy at first, and then I saw the movement.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this is Hollow Knight based off of.
It's what would happen if Spy versus Spy met Hollow Knight.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Spy versus Spy mashup with Hollow Knight, for sure. And it looks dope though. I like it. It looks really good.
Now, you guys already know this, but this is just for the audience. If you want to learn something about Everborn is a 2D platformer whore. So you throw a Metroidvania at me, and I'm just legs are open. But anyway,
Oh my!
So did you guys get to talk any of the tech stuff, like the full screen experience, going to all the handhelds and desktop?
We've
and all
basically just been shooting the shit all night. Like we haven't been talking about any news.
We're not talking news.
It's been more about like the journey of content creators, giving the flowers, things of that nature. But if you want to highlight something really quick, for sure, do your thing. Also, too, of course, Kay was here earlier, so we mentioned you guys' 200th episode this Saturday.
Yes, which we have not even planned yet.
Yeah, congratulations, of course. I don't think he may have. Oh, there he is. He heard
you. Yeah.
What I do?
I said, did you get the invite for episode 200?
Oh yeah. I'll be there.
Okay.
I thought you said congrats to me. I was like, wait, what did I do?
Oh no.
Do
You didn't do anything this week. But so I think the full screen experience going broad is a big deal, right?
Well, this is the GitHub repo where you can like force any Windows installation.
They're gonna officially release it.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I think they announced that today.
The handhelds will be tomorrow, but Windows 11 you got to be insider, and that's coming TBD.
And that's gonna
but all you got to do is be on the insider to get to get it on desktop. Yeah. That's good.
That's going to include the RAM reduction of Windows and everything as well, like the.
It does, because it stops the desktop from running. But I'm running on a 4090, so maybe I'm not one to talk. But I feel like you don't need that on desktop, because usually you've got a discrete GPU and you've got all the video memory you need. It's nice. I just like it to say that the desktop is not running, and I can use either big picture mode or the Xbox app as my launcher and its controller first. I'm not really watching the memory savings. That's more something that's very important on mobile, in my opinion.
Every ounce of extra memory that I can throw at mod Skyrim that I can get.
Okay, well you're okay. Yeah.
Because
I'm probably got ray tracing mods and ultra realistic stuff going on.
3,600 plugins in Novus V6.
Yeah.
So no, but yeah, I think this is a big deal, because I've long, as one of the generals in the CEG movement. I'm not gonna say I created it, because then Kay Asante and some other people start crying. But as a general in the CEG movement, I've been on this idea of rolling your own console, meaning, hey, if I can do a 4090 and I want to plug it into my TV like a madman, give me an OS that can handle that.
100%.
And I think the full screen experience being a controller first thing is exactly what the movement needs. And I'll say it, and people are gonna cry, but now my 4090 is an Xbox.
Everborn, let me ask you, speaking of that, of Xbox, the next one is rumored, at least, to have, I don't know how true this is, I don't really believe it, but it's rumored to have the power of a 5080. What is your thoughts on next gen?
I don't believe any of that power stuff until it comes out.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know.
We'll see what it does. But again, I'm less interested in what the specifics of that box is going to be, because if they're going the partner route, if they're working with AMD, I really wonder if it's just going to be a thing where you can get that sort of Xbox backwards compatibility and whatever other stuff that they have in whatever AMD's GPU of that year is. So let's say it's a 10.
It'd be a CPU.
What's that?
Well, it would be.
No,
it would have to be an APU, wouldn't it? It would be the
APU.
AMD's all-in-one. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, but maybe I get like. I wonder, will it work if I get the AMD CPU and the GPU? I don't know.
I suspect that because of how the redistribution of video games themselves and how they have to license that and how they're licensed to be able to sell them on their store, it's gonna be restricted to like officially licensed pre-built stuff. Now that being said, there could be lots of stuff sold from every OEM under the sun, like an Asus Direct sold device that has the
my rig is a pre-built right now. I got no shame. I got nothing wrong with it.
But to his point, it's going to need to be a quote unquote ROG Xbox, whatever the heck they're calling. It's going to have to be something that's officially licensed by Xbox to be used to have that chip in it that'll do backwards compatibility. And I don't mean to jump in, but the way I look at it, it's going to be of two. It's going to be I see it of two ways. You're going to have the Microsoft next-gen Xbox with that chip. You'll have their partnered hardware at various performance levels, prices, but also have that chip that'll be capable of doing backwards compatibility. But you will have the ability to build your own PC.
That's what I'm talking
Windows
about.
12 game mode. It may not be able to play to the point the old Xbox One, original Xbox games or whatever, but all the new stuff, not an issue. Because guess what? They're all play anywhere anyways.
Absolutely.
Right. I just think that world where you can get a console experience but still, have that freedom to build what you want in a PC. I think it's an untapped market, and we see that Valve's tapping that market now with they're leading the way with the Steam machine, but there will be other Steam OS based things just like what we're talking about. And I just think that world is so fascinating, right? Like,
well, it's 100% where Microsoft is headed with it. I've talked about it before. I was up there earlier this year for the 50th anniversary, and they had me speak to the VP, the corporate VP for Windows and Surface. And this was our conversation. And at the time, he obviously had to be careful with his wordings, but I got enough smiles and winks and nods that, they're building the next Windows to be an Xbox, to keep it simple. But that's what they're going to do. I mean, to the point, like you're bringing up Valve. Valve has curated Linux to the point now, Steam OS, they get the desktop and all that out of your way. It's all about being it. You never have to leave big picture mode for anything unless you want to. Unless you want to tinker and do stuff, you do it all in there. That's what Microsoft has to do with Windows. That once you go into the full screen experience, you never have to leave it. Updates anything. And to the overall point of what you're talking about with them bringing it to handhelds, bringing it to desktop Windows 11 PCs and Insider, we're beta testers. We are beta testing what they're eventually going to do 2 years from now. And that's the whole point, so they can get feedback.
As King David would say.
Go ahead.
No. I to me, this is like fascinating ground. And to the point about Valve, a lot of people don't realize Steam OS and big picture mode is so good because they've been working on it literally for a decade.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Since the original Steam machine. So like, I hope Microsoft doesn't have a decade to get this right, but this is all like exciting new stuff. And I'm a nerd. I care about like the tech and the experience and all that stuff and going in new places. And so all of this new uncharted ground that we're seeing here, this is all fascinating to me. And I wish we could like talk about these things just for the potential of it, as opposed to, well, what is it not doing today and why is it wrong? Not saying you don't give feedback, but I don't feel like there's enough just, hey, this is some new stuff. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
So
and to the point that you're bringing up, I didn't mean to cut you off, sorry, but to the point of what you're bringing up with Valve having 10 years, I think the majority of that time had more to do with Proton and getting that translation layer nailed down than it did getting the UI right. And that's the advantage Windows has. They don't have to worry about a translation layer unless we're talking ARM, but so they just got to get the UI right. They just got to get everything built in, which is why I'm convinced it's more about Windows 12 than Windows 11, because I got a feeling everything that they're trying to do on the gaming side, they're building from the ground up with Windows 12 versus trying to add it in to Windows 11, if that makes sense, right?
No, it makes perfect sense. And here's the thing. There's a difference between developing like sort of a siloed single purpose appliance like UI versus changing Windows in a certain way. And if you're developing on Windows, it's not like developing like a specific app. You can push an update to an app which is separate from the whole OS as many times as you want. But when you're making changes to the kernel of Windows, you have to do that on specific schedules. You have to go gradually because there's a billion people on Windows 11 right now, right? You can't muck around with that system, and people rely on Windows is where it is because of the compatibility that it has with everything. So you really only get to when you want to make sweeping changes to Windows instead of just incremental things, because I hear a lot of people saying these things feel like half steps. Sweeping changes in Windows come in the number upgrades, right? So you're not going to get like the sweeping thing where all updates are handled in a single place and then you don't have UAC prompts and all those things. I don't think you can get that in Windows 11. Windows 12, you kind of have a fresh slate to build a more modular OS that can be both things and one not getting in the way of the other. And so I think if you just pay attention to how Windows has been developed over the last 40 years, you don't get sweeping changes inside of a version. You need a version.
Exactly.
So I do agree that Windows 12 is where it happens. But again, I'm just saying I'm excited about it, which who knows how it'll play out. But the idea that something new that's not status quo is happening is exciting.
I'm excited to see how the next gen UI will look like with all that in mind.
Well, this is the other thing, right? You know, when we talk about UI, like we said, like the thing Microsoft doesn't have to worry about is compatibility. I'm going to argue they don't have to worry about UI either because they have one that a lot of people like.
I was going to say it's going to look very similar to what you got now. I don't think it's going to change much.
Right? Like,
you all don't think they'll deviate too much?
We have a very cool UI on console and in xCloud for that matter. It's just the PC app is just.
Here's the one thing. Here's the one thing I will say, and I'm actually at the bow out here in a second, but whatever the UI winds up being, I'm talking the next gen Xbox. Once we quote unquote get to next gen, it'll be uniform across the board: console, Xbox app on PC, and the cloud. Like whatever it is, it's all going to look the same because that's the point. That's what Steam does now, right?
Makes sense.
That UI scales across whatever device you're on.
Yeah.
The other point I was going to make is I wasn't going to go to CES this year. I think I'm going to go to CES this year because I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of cool stuff, not only on the handheld front, but also on the desktop side, as well as far as what Valve is doing with SteamOS, but also with Windows as well. Excuse me. Because here, and again, the conspiracy theory, I know nothing. I think you do get an Asus or Lenovo Xbox next year, but it's for the current gen. It's not the next gen one. It's the current gen. And I think part of that is they want to get you used to other manufacturers making Xboxes, which they just started obviously with the handheld. But I think they want the in the living room experience. They want you to get used to someone else making that box too. And I think the difference on that's going to be is It is the full screen experience. It is Windows, but it plays all your Xbox PC games.
Now, is this a bit of insider information, or is this a really great guess?
I just said I know nothing.
I just wanted to mess with you.
No, and please, and being serious, I seriously don't know anything. Because this shit will get clipped somewhere, and I'll be on Reddit. And
I will use every ounce of my power to make sure that it doesn't break out like on Galar.
No. And this is the first time I've said this.
Wait a minute.
This is the first time I've said it. I'm just speculating, which I guess gets me in trouble because people get mad when I speculate and then it doesn't come true. All of a sudden, my non-insider ass was supposed to be an insider when I'm not. But no, I just think that makes. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you now, if the Asus or whoever it is, let's just say there's a partner device designed to run, gaming under the TV, will it have more than 8 gigs of VRAM?
I think so because whatever it is, it's going to cost more than the Steam machine.
Now,
I think so.
I was going to deviate to more on the Steam. I'm going to leave that alone. But, I picked up on that, Evermore. I see where you went with that. But, Paris, my brother, I know you got to go. Everborn, if you could stay for one more second, I do want to kind of give you your flowers before you go. But, Paris, my brother, thank you for joining us, man. It's been a long time coming. You finally decided to grace us after all this time running away. I had to chase you down. But finally got you on here, man. No,
see, you literally just ruined it. You just ruined it because I was gonna leave and say something nice, but now that you say it that way, this is the last time I will ever be on the show.
It's a choice. It is a choice, Perry. You can choose to be nice and say something nice.
You can choose not to make fun of me on Boom Show, but you choose to do it.
Just come back for me and Crusader. And we won't invite Umbra to that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I'll just show up somehow. Yeah.
No, you won't.
Every person that I've wanted to go on a show with for a long time. So
and he ruined it, didn't he? See, he ruined it.
But in all seriousness, man, Paris, keep doing your thing, brother. Like I said, I'm proud of you. I know it's odd to say when we don't know each other intimately in that way like as close to friends or anything. But man, I love seeing, and I know it's gonna be probably sound weird to some people, but I love seeing black brothers and sisters do well. So I've said this
weird to me.
Yeah, I know some people be like, "Why is it my race?"
The same thing.
Yeah, I know some people will take it the wrong way, but I love it. I love seeing it. I've told Everborn and Kay this many times. I appreciate their intelligence. Same with yours. I appreciate you guys excelling and doing more. It inspires me to do more and better in so many different ways. So thank you for coming by, brother. Keep doing your thing. You all about to hit 1,500. Let's hope for 1,500 more, maybe. If we're with you, I'm glad you stayed in the game, and hope you stay around.
No, I don't know if my old ass can commit to that. I'll try and get you 100 more.
Yeah, at least 100 more, at least. But yeah, maybe to 2,000.
But being serious, I appreciate you having me on. Again, I love doing this. I love chopping it up with everybody, and just keep doing your thing. Like I said, this is supposed to be fun, and just keep having fun doing it, man.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for coming by.
No, thank you. Y'all have a good rest of the show.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Everborn, my brother.
See, he left before I could remind him that Sonic Crossworlds is better than Mario.
You know what? Talk your shit now. Get off on that one.
No. I will wait.
Awful lot like you were waiting for him to leave
this weekend. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk smack about the man while he's not here.
You gonna get him Saturday? Get him Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The smoke will come on Saturday.
Talk your shit. Who did that? Where did that come from?
I have a soundboard for everything.
Oh, you had it right.
I have a soundboard for everything.
You had it ready. Man, Evermore.
Right. So, did you guys talk about the partner showcase?
We didn't really go into it. Let me ask you your thoughts on it.
We were doing like no news.
Yeah.
If you want to say something, go ahead.
So I watched the whole thing on mute because I was watching it while I was working.
Yeah.
Sure.
But at least 5 games in there. I don't know if they're in Game Pass or not, but they are getting day one purchase.
Some of those look really, really good. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Tides of Annihilation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Looked like
Day
what
one.
Final Fantasy 16 should have been.
You know what? I kind of agree with that actually, to some degree.
I gotta think like, what is going on with Square? Because it feels like you got Expedition 33 eating their lunch on the turn-based side, and then you got We'll see, because Tides of Annihilation could end up being a dumpster fire. Who knows? But if it lives up to what they showed today, that is all the Final Fantasy action energy. And so then you had I think, what is it, Raji or Raj something?
Oh yeah, Raji something. I forgot the rest of the name, but yeah, Raji.
Right. And then you had the first game that was there, which Armistice or something like that.
Yep, that's it.
Right. And then obviously you talked about the
Crow Sworn.
Yeah. That's the Spy versus Spy Hollow Knight one. And then I think they had a shadow drop.
It was
the
last, what was it? The
horror game.
Lost Chaos or something like that, was it?
Yeah. And then
Total Chaos. Sorry, Total Chaos. Yeah.
There was another one that also looked really good. Oh, the one with the rabbits where they were like fighting?
Zoopunk. Yeah, that looked phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
I called him Captain Bucky. I called him Captain. I called him Captain Bucky O'Hare. You remember that?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, man, all that
looked needs to know that one. But I
throwback.
This is one of the better showcases, regardless of platform, that I've seen in a long while.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of like the partner showcases where it's just third-party stuff, but of every one of those that any of the platforms have put on, this is the best one of any of those by a wide margin. Like wide.
Yeah,
margin.
Usually the partner shows are like throwaway stuff. Like, all right, we got these marketing agreements with these guys.
Stuff you've
Let's
seen
just show it
times.
off.
Yeah, you got a bunch of good ones shown here, like you said, Armistice. You got Dave the Diver, whatever. I got that on Steam. You got Crow Sworn. You got Echo Generation 2 coming to Game Pass. You got what was the other one? Total Chaos today.
There was this voxel game that looked crazy.
Erosion.
Okay.
Yeah, Erosion. Reanimal.
Yeah.
Looks pretty damn good.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna like put the headphones on and watch it in 4K on the TV before I go to bed.
Nice.
Which I need to do soon because I got to get up at 5 a.m.
Oh man.
But like, I don't know. Like, I just kept looking up. Like, I'm supposed to be working. I'm looking up at the screen at this stuff. Very exciting, man.
It's
and
good stuff.
All play anywhere.
Yeah. All play anywhere.
I like that because you don't have to think about it, right?
Yeah.
You just say, "Oh, this is play anywhere," so
I love it for specifically because I can earn my achievements, and that's the since I'm going to Steam, it's like they got achievements, but it pales in comparison to Xbox. And now that because Steam is essentially play anywhere. When Xbox doing that, it says, okay, I can go to you and buy this, get my gamer score up more on the Xbox side of things, and play it wherever I want to play it. That they have to continue that trend. I love that they're doing that.
I have this thing now because I'm like, when I'm building this new library on PC, I know Play Anywhere is a thing, but I just find myself defaulting to buying games on Steam. And I think it's because I don't have my tried and true Xbox UI and Xbox PC app.
Yeah.
It feels foreign. And so as soon as they unify that, like, I could see myself buying stuff in the store.
Yeah, for sure.
In the Xbox store.
You know how you were saying that you wish more people were like speculating about the future? That was you saying that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one thing that is actually kind of super interesting that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about with the next Xbox is how Play Anywhere interacts with it.
Well, you should be more in the Discord more, sir.
Well, so it kind of kills Play Anywhere eventually because conceptually everything is a PC, right?
Yes.
For games at the beginning, anything that was Play Anywhere, like even going so far back as say Quantum Break, right? Or because like that was one of the first Play Anywhere games, like when they launched the program, right? Was Quantum Break?
Yes.
So you go back even that far, and theoretically, when the next gen Xbox releases, you'll have all these games that can be played in like the containerized emulation mode that's like Xbox Original, 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. But all of the games that have been Play Anywhere, in theory, you get the automatic upgrade to the PC version on the console. And I assume they're going to do something like Smart Delivery where it's like, oh, well, this was a Play Anywhere title. You're going to get delivered the version that you can
best
pick and
version.
choose all your settings.
Right.
You're going to be able to play that in a way you've never been able to play that before, well beyond anything we could ever do with auto HDR and FPS boost and stuff before on the console. That's kind of really big when you think about it right now, that these Play Anywhere games are set up for instantaneous automatic upgrades for anyone who is a console player.
I think that like Play Anywhere, like going forward, as you said, just becomes a means for backwards compatibility, or cross compatibility, right? So it's not to say in 2026 or 2027 this new device comes out and nobody's making games for the consoles anymore. They still got to support those 30, 40 million users, right? And they will do so into the future, right? So there'll still be games that come out to the console, and you'll still continue to be able to, if this emulation thing works right, you'll continue to be able to play those on your PC, and you'll just decide, hey, do I want to play the console version emulated, or do I want to play my, if it's a newer game, the next gen version, which is really just the PC version.
I have to assume that they're gonna do something again like Smart Delivery, where like it recognizes that game is that way and just pushes the best version that you can play.
But the thing is,
I can't play an Xbox One version of a game if a Series X version exists, and it's Smart Delivery enabled. Like I would think that's how it's gonna work. Because like again, Play Anywhere games, there's no real reason to play the older version unless there's something real bugged in like the Series X version, which is very rare. Because they're not separate achievement lists. They're not separate saves. Like a save in a Play Anywhere game moves. The achievements are unified.
I think this assumes though that the PC version is always the best version of that game.
It does. It does. It does assume that. Though I find it hard to believe that the PC version isn't in many ways superior to the console version, just with the ability to choose the stuff, unless they really do have a buggy port. But I haven't really heard of any bugs besides like, oh, DLSS isn't enabled in the Xbox version, and they have to fix that.
But that definitely wasn't enabled on your console.
Right. And that's my point. Like most of the problems that I hear with the Xbox Store versions of any games is like, hey, this PC feature is missing, usually in the video one.
Yeah,
like, it's so interesting to think about. Like,
and I don't know why that happens, but I only go back to think like if I'm playing Fallout 4, I would rather play the console version of that than the PC version. Like, again, if you're going to do mods and things like that, then yes,
right.
But
it just became Play Anywhere, which is really interesting.
Yeah, so
with that newest version.
The older games, they were very different from what you got in the PC version, so especially in that like 360 era. So I would think at least for those older ones, you may want to tell the player, hey, choose.
Well, so those aren't Play Anywhere though. Like nothing on the 360 is Play Anywhere enabled, right? Like Play Anywhere started with the Xbox One. So with those, you'll have to have.
I thought you were saying like, okay,
no,
does exist on PC. Okay.
No. Just specifically for Play Anywhere, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So specifically, if the game is Play Anywhere enabled, I would be pretty sure that because those are functionally the same SKU, right? They're the same game. Like one for one. It's just that like one is you get the entitlement for the PC version. One is you get the entitlement for the console version. Your saves go between them. The achievements are saved. Like those are the games where it's like, are they just gonna deliver you like those and make sure you can play those straight up? It's really, like how are they gonna expand Smart Delivery to work with this new paradigm? Are all Play Anywhere games functionally? We have pre-planned the next gen patches. They all already exist.
It's interesting.
You know?
It's interesting. Excuse me, interesting thought. Yeah, I guess because you're right. Everything's going to be a PC, so how would that work? Let me ask, well, at least, Danny, did you have a specific question maybe you wanted to throw Everborn way? Because I know you didn't have much of a chance to get too much out. Did you have anything specific?
Not specifically for Everborn. I really didn't know Everborn was going to be here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So that's on me.
So Zach had pointed out that what we talked about it behind the scenes. Zach, Silent Hill 2 is out now in Australia and in the UK, and it will be here at midnight in the US, 50% off. So for those that didn't know, Silent Hill 2 is now available.
Remake.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah, and it is play anywhere.
What is it? What's the name of them? The Uber. What's the name? Bluebird team, should I say? I almost said Boober.
Okay.
The Boobers.
Is that official? I heard it. I thought that was just a rumor.
It's
you can
official
purchase
now.
it straight up in Australia right now.
Yeah, it's already
100%. You can buy it and install it and play it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in Australia.
Yep.
This is one I've been following because I want that.
Yeah, it is, and it is on the store at half price for like a launch discount.
Yeah. So
I think it's like 35 bucks somewhere in there.
Not bad.
I might grab it. So
I already have it on Steam, so.
Oh, you already got it. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, but like, don't you want it someplace good? You know what I mean?
Well, listen.
Be careful. There's a lot of Steam zealots. There's a lot of Gabe Glizzy lovers out
get
there
you.
that might come after.
Yeah, but if they're made out of Steam, I'll just go and they'll blow away.
They're like, you damn X-Bot, as they fade into the nothingness.
They'll never find me. They'd have to come outside too.
Yeah, right. Everborn, with you guys about to hit 200 this Saturday. We hit 100 like a few weeks ago. Anyway, so we were at 100 and something. We're like at 105,
This
106.
is episode 100, sir.
Yeah, well, this is episode 100. Thank you all for being here for episode 100. You all are about to hit 200. Dirt is about 2 episodes. Him and Shine and the guys are 2 episodes away from 300. Rand and Jazz are like 20, not 20, maybe 13, no, 12 episodes away from 400. And Paris dwarfs us all with about to hit 1,500 with him and Danny. What, I guess I'll ask, from doing your thing with content creation and stuff and such, and you and Kay, as I told him earlier, you all have been big inspirations for myself as far as things, because your podcast was the first I appeared on as far as any podcasting. Obviously, I met you good brothers. Yeah, I met you good brothers in the spaces, and we evolved from there as far as being buddies and friends and things of that nature. And it's been a very positive thing in my life, I would say, having met all of you guys and getting a chance to kick it and talk it and chop it up with you guys on Discord and things like that. I learned a lot. It's always interesting to hear you guys' perspective. What for you would you say for having reached 200 here? What would you say that you learned doing this and it helps you grow as a creator in this space? And what do you see for the next 200 episodes for you all going forward? And I guess 200, fast forward 200 episodes, what do you hope to be, I suppose, is a better question.
So, first of all, alive. Other than that,
yeah, absolutely.
So I think the biggest thing that I've learned getting to 200 is consistency, right? And a lot of people take that for granted, right? And a lot of people don't recognize the consistency that the people who really like grow in this space do, right? Like, one, you got to have the personality for it, right? Because there's a lot of people who they will come and they do this stuff and they're really just defined by whatever they're angry at, right? And that was one thing when Kay and I first talked about doing this show, was that we didn't want it to be that, right? We're going to talk about things that we care about, that we like every week, right? This is why we spend the first 30 minutes of every show just talking about random indie games both Kay and I are trying out. and we have that tech focus to it. And again, I think that we, as you know from being in the Discord, we hear a lot of things like in the background, right? But another tenet of what on GCP is what we don't, regardless of the things that we hear about like industry wise in the background, you will never come to a GCP show to get a scoop, because that's just not what we're there for. We are only there to give our opinions on whatever the public knowledge is, or try to shed light on, cool things that we're having fun with. Right. And I think people don't come to our show because we're going to give them a dopamine hit of glazing or hate. And they don't come to our show because they think we're going to scoop them on something. And I've always said I like the idea that people come to our show and they come back every week because they value our perspectives and our opinions on these things. And so I don't know if that's really advice. I just say that's what I've learned across the 200 episodes.
It's good perspective. It's something you learn for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and of course, we all hope that you're alive 200 episodes going forward.
Yeah. I meant all of us, because the way things are going these days.
Man.
But yes, definitely me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's got to be one of us.
Yeah. And listen, yeah, no, I'm with you on that 100%. And you got big things brewing, man. I mean, I don't know if you want to share it with anybody here, but you, just as we know. Yeah.
Listen, the biggest thing for next 200 episodes is I'm praying that I have the time to do it.
Oh yeah, for a fact. Yeah, with all you got going on, I hope so too, because you are a busy man. I would say you an entrepreneur, Everborn, for a fact, right? Yeah. Yeah, you entrepreneur, man. A Renaissance man.
Hey man, you can't trust these corporations to feed you, so you got to feed yourself.
That's facts. Facts. I got to come out to New York sometime. Speaking of that, but man, thank you for joining us, brother. And listen, thank you all in the chat too for coming by and spending time with us. I would have loved for it to have been like 300 people here to celebrate these gentlemen, but I'm very happy that you all did come through. As they say, beggars can't be choosy, so I appreciate all of you.
You're not a beggar, man. You've been here 100 episodes, people coming back to see you, and they'll catch it because this is evergreen content, baby.
So, I try to stay humble if I can. I am great, but I try to stay humble. No, I'm joking. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, brother, always. And I mean, we talk all the time, so it's whatever, but, for those that don't know.
We need to talk about one battle after another, but
we do need to talk about that. Has anybody else seen that? One battle after another? Has anyone else watched it? Nerds, we all got to talk about it. I see you in the chat. Let's talk about that tomorrow,
if you
nerds.
Haven't seen it, you need to fix that expeditiously.
Indeed. I checked it out, nerds, and we talked about it briefly on Discord earlier, so we definitely got to get into it. I want to hear more perspectives because maybe I kind of approached it wrong, but Everborn you did kind of enlighten me on some thoughts on it that kind of made me see it differently.
Umbra, I meant to tell you about this. And this will be the last thing I'll say. So, I watched it with my wife, and we, the Tiana Taylor character is polarizing. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh, I don't know what they all see in her. Do you think she's cute?" And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking,
she hate me.
Not today, Satan. You're not catching me out here answering that. I was like, no,
she looks terrible.
Attitude.
Yeah, you got to go along with her on that one. You got to happy wife, happy life, man. You got to go along. No, she looks terrible. I'm with you, baby. Yeah, that's right. In your head, you like, oh, that girl looks fantastic. But no, yeah,
looking like I'm Sean Penn.
Right. You all have to watch the movie to know exactly what he's saying, because that man was a fiend in that movie, boy. He had him fiending. But yeah, listen, family, everybody in the chat, if you all haven't done so, hit the like button. For some, I've already seen shared out on Twitter and things like that. I appreciate you guys so much for that. If anyone hasn't, please share it out. I want to get more people to come by and check this out because we had some great people come by here today and give their thoughts and wisdom and things like that. And I want to have this episode reach 1,000 views and likes and stuff. That'd be nice for such a kind of monumental episode here. The centennial, as nerds put it. Yes, we are centennials. Everborn, man, since you're here, tell the good folks where they can find you, man, and talk about this 200th episode.
I don't even know what to say about the 200th episode, but if you want to find me, come to the Discord. It is discord.gg/tgcp. You can find myself. You can find Umbra and all these fine folks here because they're also in the Discord. Mm-hmm. And we're in there almost every day, just talking life, talking games, talking movies, politics, you name it. So
absolutely.
And then every Saturday, obviously, me and Kay Sante, the Gaming Circle podcast. And we drop in a little bit of On the Reel. That was our other show that I started with Kay Sante. But again, time has been a thief. And we have not been able to continue that. But every now and again, we try to sneak it into, the show.
I was going to say, what you all could blend that. Yeah.
Is my sign I got to get out.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's your cue. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I'll be there Saturday with you guys.
Appreciate you. I will be listening in the background and shout out happy 100. I know this is 105, but we're going to call it 100 today.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right
now. Yeah, family. I mean, this has been a crazy good show. It flowed. I mean, we had so many people here. I'm grateful everybody could stay as long as they could. Paris stayed way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be here like 20 minutes or something. Paris stayed here basically the whole show. So shout out to everybody that came by. Thank you, Rand. I know Rand left. I wanted to get him to kind of say his goodbyes or whatever, but you all know. Everybody knows Rand. And if you don't, I don't know what rock you're under. So shout out to Rand, shout out to Dirt, shout out to Kay, shout out to Boom, shout out to Paris, and was there anyone else I mentioned or didn't mention rather? That's everybody, and and of course Everborn, and I mentioned him. Okay, yeah, and man, and thank you guys too. Cause I know I was trying to make sure to have the flow going for it, and I was thinking how can I get.
Brother, I told you I don't have the ability to ask questions, so I was here for the vibes tonight.
Yeah, indeed.
And the vibes were spectacular.
Absolutely. It was a good show, man. I will try to cater better for that to get you guys more involved, though I'd hate to have you be here and not really be involved. So, but it was good talk to hear them. I was more here to kind of hear them. Talk their stuff, really.
Truly.
Yeah, that was the bigger goal, I think, to just celebrate content creators here for that. But yeah, man, fellas, tell the good folks, we get a sign out here. Danny, I'll start with you. Tell the good folks where they can find you, brother, and what you'll be up to with Skylar and everything.
You can find me at my other podcast, Ready, Set, Replay, on Spotify and YouTube. This week, on Tuesday, we are putting up our Deus Ex episode. I think that's going to be a pretty big one. We had a really good conversation about that. It's a real historic game, so definitely a lot of things to say about that one. But yeah, you can follow us there, or you can follow me. You can follow the show on Twitter at rsr_pod, or you can follow me on Twitter and Bluesky at Daniel J. McGee.
Nice. Very nice. Keep doing your thing. Very proud of you. And you all are doing excellent. If you all haven't done so, please make sure you go subscribe to Danny's channel over there. I got him in a link in the description already. And of course, I will update later to put all the guest information in where you can find them, where you can find a GCP, Discord, etc., etc. I'll add all of that later, as well as timestamps. Although, I don't know if this show would necessarily need timestamps, but I guess I can do it for... Yeah, but I guess I could do it for whoever starts speaking, which would be kind of tough because they were all speaking here and there. So, yeah, it might not be timestamps for this one, folks. But I'll have their links and information and everything. I can at least do that much. But, yeah, Crusader, my good brother, tell the good folks what you'll be up to and what you'll be, I guess, where they can find you and such.
Yeah, you can find me at Crusader3456 on most social media. I'm going to start trying to use Bluesky more because evidently that's the only place where if I @Danny, he'll respond.
True.
Found out last week that he doesn't use Twitter very much. And I was like, oh no! And he was like, oh no!
Yeah,
So,
Twitter
yeah.
is like 90% robots as far as I'm aware at this point. So it's just dead internet theory.
That's fair. So yeah, I'm also going to be trying to increase my activity on Bluesky starting tomorrow night. Because I am going on vacation for a week. I have needed it desperately. So I'm going to be a little bit more active on social media for the next week just because I finally get some time to relax and not work.
Nice.
If you don't mind doxing yourself, where you going?
Nowhere. I am just taking a
vacation. Staycation.
This is very much a staycation so that I just need to not work for a little bit. I have been
that's fair.
Company I work for was bought by another company earlier this year, and we're like still in the middle of like merging the teams and transitioning everyone. Like no one's gonna lose their job. They all hired us specifically for our skill set. But it's just been a lot of like extra work to try and like get everything working smoothly together, and like management trying to figure out how to manage a team of our size now. And I need a break.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to have a break.
Absolutely. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat. I'm sorry. Anyway, for myself, Infinite Umbra or Umbra Infinite, you'll find me either way on Twitter and social media. Tuesday's the Xbox Factor. That's with myself, Boom XL. And Jamie Moran, that is on Tuesday at 12 Eastern. And, of course, me here back with the fellas on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern.
I assume we're not doing it this Thursday because that would be Thanksgiving.
Next Thursday, we won't be here, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
And,
all right.
Thanksgiving is coming up. I mean, unless something crazy happens and you all want to jump on for a brief moment or something, I doubt it. But, yeah.
I feel like there's probably not going to be a ton of news this week anyway.
Ubisoft would have to buy PlayStation.
Pretty much.
I mean, in that order.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They might be getting that China money soon. They could.
Yeah, they might. 10 cents is on the rise. But if Saudi Arabia doesn't buy everything up, it looks like they're being allowed to do something. Anyway, let me not go that way. Anyway, so, man, thank you all again for coming through here and supporting us and holding us down for the 100. Hopefully you all are here with us for 100 more. And again, if you all could share us out, we would appreciate it. And don't forget, memberships are active if you all would like to become members, like my good brother Soil Tech. And I believe, who was the second that joined? It was, who was that? I don't want to forget. I got to start making a list eventually. Who was it? It was my brother. What was his name? I'm drawing a blank right now. He joined a membership. I'll check another time. Sorry, I can't remember right now. Old man-itis. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, Sotness, let them fight. Absolutely. You all have a great night. Have a great holiday upcoming. I guess I'll be saying this Tuesday, possibly on Boom Show to you all too. But have a great Thanksgiving. And, yeah, man, stay peaceful and prosper. Later, everyone.